When we left our heroes, they were in Orb. Not Orb. Fuck. Kalda. That's the place. Where did we leave off? We left off... Oh god, where are all my... Okay. They were in the streets of Kaldos.
Oh yeah.
Suddenly you notice Alki's strange power fade.
Weren't we set up for the night?
I want to just go over what you guys were doing real quick.
Okay.
So what are we doing? That...
Oh,
We don't
shit.
need that.
Where am I?
You've just been following us.
What? We were in a dwarf cave town. What's going on?
I don't know. You started doing bow shit on people, but just following us the whole time.
Bow shit. I don't even have a bow.
Yeah,
You had a crossbow.
Yeah, your mind was all like messed up and crazy.
That's normal. That's normally how my mind is.
Well, normally I can read what you're thinking.
Anyway, we're trying to stop an explosion. So
Yeah, welcome to the time loop.
An earth-shattering kaboom.
Sorry, Val, do you want to still be here? You left to go check on some things, but we can rewind it.
Val went to a tower with the other boy.
Correct.
This could be before I go to the tower.
Yeah, we just want to hop back a second if she wants to be in on this.
Okay, I guess I'm in for a fight.
No, we're not fighting anything. We're doing some reconnaissance.
See that guard over there? He won't talk to us.
We already talked to him. House burnt down around like 8-ish, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 8 a.m. I think.
A lot of people died. They
Well.
dragged the bodies away.
Who dragged the bodies away?
The guards.
Police or guards or whatever.
They took him to the chipper, Alki. But we're gonna set up and then break in at this lab where we think the explosion's gonna. Val and homeboy over there, I forget his name. They're gonna go into some sours and see if they can spot anything.
Yeah.
We've got some stuff to do this evening, but then tomorrow we're not going to remember any of this.
I will remember everything,
Yeah,
and I'm
but-
gonna have to convince you guys.
Well, you and what's his name will have to convince us, but yeah. Alki won't remember anything, which is the important part of why I was saying that.
Big true.
Alright, so what would you like to do?
Well, Val and them, we're gonna wait to see where the explosion comes from, right?
Well, yeah, Val and the other guy were going to go out to different towers to try to see where the explosion comes from, and like what time or something. I don't remember. I don't remember if there's a second thing that they needed to do or not. And then
Yeah.
the rest of us were going to go, and then after all of the scientists went home, we were going to go like sneak in and see if somebody comes back around or something.
Mm-hmm.
That chick is fishy. I forgot her name.
I don't know. The one assistant.
Yeah,
Didn't we read her thoughts and she was weird?
she wanted to like get the Boris and Quentin to stop arguing and to like just do. She seemed like she was willing to be hasty in order to resolve the situation faster, and so we decided that. I mean, we haven't made any we haven't done anything, but just based on like what we've seen, it seems like she's the most likely to be the one to do something dumb.
Yeah.
All right. So Val will, unless you guys have anything else, Val will head off to the watchtower to go observe the explosion.
I'd like to have a watchtower that can see this place too.
Uh, yeah, okay. Val disappears. And you guys are going to go to the lab.
Yep.
Indeed.
When you arrive at the lab, the door is locked.
Can I try to pick it?
What time is it?
It is the time is, let's say, 6 o'clock. Any objections?
Oh shit, we got here really late then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you prefer to be there earlier?
Well, we
You
wanted
know-
to be there before they left so we could see them leave, and then we wanted to.
Okay. Well, you go there
I mean,
at
you
4
know,
o'clock then.
you, but
I mean, it's 10 a.m., so you guys can. I think it was like 10 when you guys got here, or noon or something. So you guys have, like, there's no reason you can't get there at any time you want to. So if you guys want to go, so you guys wait outside the lab until 4 o'clock when the people leave. And now the door is locked.
who all left?
So Boris and Quentin, Elena, Seth. Give me a second to just dig up my notes. I can't remember who everyone was.
I mean, I'm guessing that since you don't remember, it's not important.
Let's just dig up the notes.
I love how our horses are talking right now.
Yeehaw!
All right. So yeah, it's Elena Farquad. Okay, let me just actually look at who's in the lab. That'll be smarter. All right, so Seth, Elena, Boris and Quentin, and Farhad. Shut up.
Oh no, it's not
We're not
Shrek.
doing Shrek. We were close, but it wasn't there. All right, now the door is locked.
Are we in like an alley where it's like only a few people are walking through? Are we on the main entrance? What are we?
You are inside the building, which has many labs. There are wizards walking by occasionally, so you'll have to be careful, not to make it obvious that you're picking the lock. But you can shield, pretend like you're using a key.
Can I shield the door for one of them to pick it without anyone seeing?
Very clever. Yeah, with minor illusion, you should be able to put something in the way.
So I will guidance myself and ask whoever that's. I guess Heavy's busy or something, but it's ask somebody
I'll
for.
give you a hand.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, dex check thieves tools. All right, the lock clicks open at the first try, and you step into the lab. Let me just check to make sure the lab is good.
Thank you.
You're in an empty lab with the hourglass.
I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door back.
Door shut.
You should probably hide in case anybody comes in, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and.
Do we? I don't think we need to hide, do we? Like, I mean, we don't want to be visible from the door. Like, if somebody comes in, we don't want them to not know we're here. We want to immediately stop them.
True.
Can I latch the door back? Was it a kind of like what kind of locking mechanism?
I don't think we should do that, actually. I think that because the goal isn't to stop them from doing it
No.
this
but the
one
door was
time.
already locked. So
Yeah, okay, sure.
if we just left it unlocked, someone could cause a.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah, I guess we could just grab the extra necklaces now.
Can
Oh, yeah,
we?
that's a good
Can I go
idea.
ahead and lock it up back up?
Sure.
And then how many necklaces were left?
The necklaces appear to have been put away, but you can. There's a locked box to the side.
Gene, you want to try and open it?
Yeah, sure. Same situation, I guess. Sure, we have plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
Can I take a look around? Roll to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Sure. Gene, you fail to open the. No, the lock clicks open. Inside, you find 2 more necklaces.
What would you want me to roll to take a look around?
Perception.
What do you guys?
You should
think?
you should ask what you're looking for. Well, no, you can do perception. I'll tell you what you find. All right.
Who do you think would wear the necklaces?
Definitely Dolmir.
Yeah, absolutely Dolmir and probably Alexi.
It's up to you.
Gene, me and you. I think you'd be one of the harder ones to convince.
On the contrary, I believe I would be one of the more easy ones to convince and more difficult to. But if you and I go into it together, I think that'll be fine.
Hmm.
No.
All right, Alki, you look around. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. I mean, other than the fact that this is a magical laboratory where everything is weird and strange. But you don't see anything significant.
What are these necklaces called?
White hourglass necklace.
Okay, so can I? Because I really don't know anything about what these necklaces are or what we're in here for the first place. Can we just get a rundown?
Why not asking characters since you're.
What are we doing, guys? Like, I don't understand. I'm lost.
There was an explosion, and we think that this is the cause of it. So we're just trying to catch and stop the perp.
There was an explosion that destroyed everything, as far as we're aware. But at the very least, the entire city with us inside, and we
Mhm.
died. And then the next morning, we, I guess, came back or woke up or something, and the weird guy who ran off to the other tower with Val told us that there was something exploded and everybody died, and time loop and this hourglass and a bunch of scientists and a bunch of garbage.
Okay, so what are these necklaces used for?
So apparently, if you're not wearing the necklace and the time loop resets, then you don't remember anything.
Okay.
Right? So those of us wearing the necklaces, when everything resets, we'll have to relay all the information of what happened and reconvince everybody that this is actually a thing.
Correct.
So we have to kill a groundhog. I get it. It's Groundhog
Yeah,
Day.
it's exactly.
Okay.
Except it's Groundhog Day, but bad.
Okay. Let's go kill some groundhogs, guys.
Keep it down. I'm gonna put a minor illusion over myself right here to make it look like I'm blending in with this book.
Can I try to hide somewhere?
Just a reminder, Heavy, that it only lasts for a minute, so you're going to, if anyone's in the room for more than a minute, you will have to recast it.
When I hear the door click open.
Alright.
So whenever that I hear the door open, I'm gonna do it over myself.
So somebody's gonna come in here, I guess.
They might.
It's a possibility. We're expecting people to.
Can I sit up on this bookshelf?
Acrobatics check? Yes, you can.
Okay. Then I'm gonna go in sentry mode and kind of look like a barrel with my back away from.
Sure. All right.
Damn, my baby got shot in PA.
Neat. All right. The time is now 5 o'clock. No one has arrived.
Can I start reading through some of the books, if I understand anything about the
Sure,
magic being ascertained?
Make an Arcana check.
Fuck. Oh wait, that's Blossom. There we go.
All right. So as you dig through, you understand very little about the information being presented. The idea seems to be that it's a localized rewinding of time. and it's just designed to automatically trigger upon certain conditions. The researcher notes that as of now, the automatic trigger isn't working properly, and most tests have been conducted with the manual controls on it.
Mm.
It points out a detailed set of controls at the bottom of the hourglass and explains how each one's used. The most important one is simply just a button in the middle that resets things. It notes that it always rewinds. Was it 11 hours? $13. This is some quirk of the design, and attempts to change it from the manual settings have proven unsuccessful.
12
hours. No, it was 11 hours. God, I can't do math. All right. The time is now 6 o'clock. Would you like to do anything?
What do y'all think we should do?
I mean, the whole plan was just to sit here and
Yeah, sit here and wait was the plan.
our next avenue to explore is getting to the house that burned up tomorrow morning before it burned. We're kind of
That's
just
true.
wasting the rest of the day and hoping this pays off with something, hoping that if this doesn't pay off, then that the scouts will get something interesting, and if not, we're just relying on tomorrow morning.
Makes sense.
I don't want to really mess with anything here because I don't really know what any of it is.
Mm-hmm.
And wouldn't it be funny if it were some weird alternate timeline where we were the ones who caused the explosion by touching?
That'd be the meme indeed.
The time is 6:45.
When did it explode last time?
I think it was around 8.
Okay.
The time is 6:55.
Yep. I'm just gonna wait.
You hear a knock at the door. Hello? Who is there? I know you guys are. I know you're in there. I'm gonna call the guards. You hear the voice of Seth at the door.
Should we answer?
A lot of
Right.
men.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I ready an action?
What would you like to ready?
Well, I don't know this person, so I'm up on a bookcase. So,
Just stay up there for now, Alki.
yeah. If stuff starts to go sideways, I want to jump down and attack. Maybe get an element of surprise.
All right. I don't buy that. If stuff goes sideways, is a adequate trigger for a ready action. All right.
Okay. Well, I'm
The
just gonna
door
stay up here,
opens.
stealthed.
The door opens and Seth steps into the room. What are you guys doing here?
Your partner, the one that was worried, hired us to make sure that someone doesn't set this thing off. That's why we came here earlier. That's why we were asking all those questions. He's running around with one of our members, Val, to find out if it does blow up, we know the location for.
Who let you
If
in?
this isn't this. Oh well, we're skilled at getting into places.
Indeed we are.
Make a persuasion check, Dolmer.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Chunk's good at persuasion.
You have a +4 to.
You're a horse.
Oh,
The-
it's proficiency.
The character you roll doesn't matter at all.
Well, all right. Look, I'm gonna stay here because I gotta be honest. This is a magical artifact, and you guys seem like nice people, but I don't super trust you.
That's fine. You can stay with us.
You've just been waiting.
We're all good with that.
Suddenly, you hear.
You
Go ahead.
Okay. No, it's fine.
Feel free.
I mean, I was just gonna call out Seth for being here at all because he was pretty wary earlier, but whatever.
So I happen to be walking by, and so I make gadgets for myself, and I've got this neat thing that basically lets me see heat, and you guys are right on a window here, and I noticed there were heat signatures in the lab, which is a little weird this time of night. So I came looking, and sure enough, we've got intruders in the lab. Hopefully, nice intruders. I'm happy for that, but it's kind of, could have been anyone.
By a window?
Yeah, there's a window, like where
Why
you
is there
guys
a
are.
window into a top secret lab with sensitive material?
I mean, why not? What are they gonna do?
Anybody off the street could just break in.
You know what city we're in, right? Go ahead. Try and smash that one. Here, I'll do it. He walks over and slams a metal fist full force into the window. It doesn't even. You don't hear this. It's just a muffled thud. See, magical reinforcement. Suddenly, there's a bright flash out over the city. What the hell is that?
Good night, Seth.
Good night.
Wait, we have to turn on the artifact. Something's happening. He sprints over to the artifact. What button was it again?
Middle.
He hits the middle button. The hourglass glows white, and a wave of radiance sweeps out to engulf. Meanwhile,
Kaboom.
Nice. Nice photograph.
Yeah. There's Val.
It's good to know Val has made it.
I wonder if Val saw it.
Yeah, I wonder.
well, she's gonna be dead in a couple of seconds, but so at looking out over the city, you notice that it's fairly close to the city center, almost where you made sure to note the location of the lab, and you're reasonably sure it's not that lab, but it is. It seems to be very close to it.
Oh shit.
And then everything goes black. The time is 8 a.m.
Wait, what?
Hello. You guys stay in the lab till last night? It blew up.
Well,
The
Mary,
Yeah,
lab
no
next
shit.
door.
we have to leave right now.
I know.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go. Alki, Vet, Lexi, follow us.
Okay.
We're going to someone's house.
What's
Yeah.
going on? I don't even know.
Just follow.
Just come on.
What?
All right.
So I'll explain on the way, I guess.
Okay. Where am I?
In
I'm
the
not going to
back.
actually explain.
I'm not in a dwarf town. There's mages with bald heads.
We're on our way to another house. Let's go.
Weirdly, I suppose technically Alki should only wake up around like noon or so, but we're gonna just hand wave that because I don't want to have to deal with the implications of Alki trying to roleplay a character he's never seen.
Yeah.
Where am I?
Well, maybe his magic, whatever's going on, it kind of helped with the time.
I'm not super comfortable making that clear a declaration. All right. So you arrive in the city streets. Everything is dark here, and the apartment block is intact. Oh, I gotta actually give you that. There you are. Now you arrive.
Can we go knock on the building before it blows up?
I mean, sure, you can go up and knock.
Hey, get out! The building's gonna blow up!
It's not gonna blow up. It's gonna burn down.
Burn down.
Everyone get out!
Well, how much time do we have? Let's go in. How much time do we have?
It's around 8:30, I think.
Do you want to go in and see what's
that-
going on?
Dean, do you remember the name?
Nope.
Fuck. All right.
What's her name?
Well, Gene really shouldn't know.
What are you talking about? Why wouldn't Gene know?
Does Gene not have the? Did Gene take one of the pendants? Oh yeah, she did. Okay,
Yes.
never mind.
Yeah. So
I just
me,
mixed up who had them.
Val, and Jean have it, while Alexi and Akalish don't. They're just following.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to evacuate the building if that's possible.
As you try and open the door, it's
Gene, why don't you go up there to the door? Split things Akalish.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, so I'm not going near
You
that
do know
door.
what's going on. I explained on the way.
Okay.
Alexi, can we have some of your little bit of water ice thingamajigger ready so that when the building catches on fire, we can put it out?
So it's just
Uh,
nobody responding to the door. Like, what's going on? I don't understand.
It's locked, right?
Yeah, obviously it's locked, but we knocked.
you hear tugging from the other side of the door.
Tugging?
It won't open.
Can I try and break the door down?
Check for traps.
It's a city street with a resident. I don't think it's gonna be trapped.
They can't open it, so check.
I'm gonna try.
Well,
and
it
break
sounds
the
like
door
they're
down.
too stupid to know which way the door opens.
Can I
Why-
assist Heavy?
Why would a house door open inwards?
I want to break the door down.
All right, make a strength check. That's a strength save.
Whoops.
Yep.
Can
God
we
damn
help
it.
them?
Sure.
Okay, we're gonna help you make that strength check.
He can have guidance too.
Oof.
All right. You smash into the door and knock the. You can hear the hinges clattering away, but the door is still held shut.
What the?
It's got to be with magic.
Maybe we can.
Dispel magic on the door.
We have-
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Suddenly, a fireball erupts at the upper stories.
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic.
Sure. You dispel magic and the door falls over. Terrified, frantic people run out.
Can I cast Create Water?
Don't you have that jug?
I do, but this is gonna be something to at least help put out some of the fire.
What's the name of the spell?
Create or destroy water. I'm casting it at 5th level.
Sure.
I'm gonna cast it. It's inside the house?
The roof is on fire.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast it on top of the roof then, so it'll like rain down, if that makes sense.
Yep, rain mode.
Yeah.
All right. The fire quickly extinguishes itself. The townsfolk pour out into the street. If I can find the townsfolk.
We need to get in there, check for clues before stuff happens.
Well, we don't.
Oh
The
god, that's a massive woman.
what's in the house is less relevant than the person inside of it. We don't care what's in there necessarily. It's one of the person who burned in this house yesterday or the day before as well, I guess. Works at the lab.
So we should talk about the lab. It wasn't the lab that exploded. It was somewhere nearby the lab.
Yeah, we know.
How do you know?
We were in the lab.
Oh.
I mean, you probably don't know that or not, but we got necklaces now too. Me and G.
Well, that makes it a lot easier.
All right. The inhabitants of the building spill out into the street. Among them is a woman with a with some strange tattoos and the robes of a mage.
I'm gonna walk up to her.
Should probably question
Did
her.
you cause the explosion?
What? No, I was
Uh,
sleeping in my bed. I live here.
Okay, we know you work at the lab with the necklaces and the time machine. We're on a mission to save the town. It blew up last night.
It blew.
Yeah, the whole
She
city
frantically
blew up.
looks around. It looks fine to me.
That's because time reset.
What, they
And-
activated the hourglass?
Yes.
Yeah, Seth did last night. Yesterday, when we got hired to try and do all this house was burnt down and you were already dead.
I was dead? Well, that makes sense, I suppose. If it weren't for your work, I would be dead.
Someone sealed that door with magic.
This is almost like it was an assassination attempt.
Do
Make a
you
perception check.
Perception? Okay.
Can we give him guidance or to help?
Nope. You catch a glimpse of a blue robe disappearing into the street.
Hey, I will go hey and chase after them.
I'll follow.
Elkie, go with him.
Okay, I'm heading. I speed up off as fast as possible. Try to catch the person in the blue robe because I have more speed than everybody.
Sure. Halfway down the street, you catch up to you. Sprint to her and touch her on the shoulder.
Can I grapple?
Yeah, sure. Make a athletics check.
Athletics. Where is?
Should be like
It's
second
the
skill.
fourth skill.
All right. You lay a hand on her for a second. She turns, whispers a word, and disappears.
She looked familiar.
What was the word?
It was magic.
Invisibility.
Misty Step, actually, but
I'm gonna run back. Hey, you got any enemies at the lab?
what? I don't think so.
Well, I just saw the female that works at the lab with you. She was running off in a blue coat.
Elena? That's impossible.
It was. It was her.
I mean, she's, she works with Master Quentin and I work with Master Boris, but, it's just a friendly rivalry. They'd never actually hurt each other, and especially not the apprentices.
Well, I think she did something. We'll have to find her at the lab. Come on, let's go to the lab.
But I haven't.
It's okay,
I
let's
suppose
go.
I'm filthy. I'm okay. What if is Seth going to be?
Most likely, but he's probably not going to remember us.
She sighs.
While we're on the way to the lab, I'm going to use my charge on my pack to the pack keeper rod so I get my spell slot back.
Sure.
Val,
Yes.
don't say anything about the necklace and don't let them know you have it.
I'm gonna just be in the back.
I doubt that.
I finally catch up to the group. I almost had the lady. She whispered something and disappeared.
It's called magic.
All right. You arrive at the White Hourglass lab. The Boris and Quentin are arguing, and as the apprentices look,
There she is, the girl.
Can I tell if any of these people are the person I ran into in the alley?
Sure, that one.
So it is her. Domir, that was
I
her.
need a Val.
Domir and Jean, that was her, the one that was running away.
I'll detect thoughts on her.
Sure. She seems concerned about the argument and wishes that they could find a way to resolve their differences. She's suspects that the hourglass may be raided, but she doesn't want to step in.
Maybe she has a twin,
We should find out more about
or
her.
someone who disguised himself magically as her.
Have we detect thoughts on any of the other people in this room before?
I mean, we did last time, and none of them, it got basically the same answer that I got with her, so I'm assuming it's all going to be the same. I'm wondering why nobody cares that we just barged into the lab.
Yeah, that's a fair point. The Boris and Quentin stop their arguing and look at you for a second. Who are you? Oh, Robert looks up. Oh, these are the adventurers. They're with me. All right. What are you guys doing?
Oh, we went and saved your friend.
Kadla? She was in danger?
Yeah, her building
Right.
caught fire.
The explosion. You saved her. Wow, I had a hard time keeping track of.
How do you think we feel?
If it's only
Luxa.
been 2 days and you can't keep track of things, why are you working on some weird time magic?
Look, it's one thing to understand the theory, it's another thing to remember in practice that things both happened and didn't. I was busy. I thought I was going to have to look for you. How is it that you. I guess there was one of you with an amulet.
Maybe.
Yeah. Anyway, Alki, you wanna go talk to?
No. I mean, she ran away from the assassination attempt on this lady.
I don't.
And,
Okay, I don't think it was her.
well, someone that looked like her.
I'll give you that, but she doesn't seem to be. I mean, does she physically look like she's been running around town to you?
We should learn more
And
about her.
Is she sweaty by any chance?
Roll perception?
Are you smelling or looking?
Oh God.
I mean, yes.
Shit. Clicked the
Just
wrong
doing
thing.
everything.
Aki does a little dance and then sniffs Elena. She doesn't appear as though she's been exercising recently.
Is anybody in the room sweaty? Can I do another perception check?
Well, I reckon you would be if you did sweat.
Sure, no one in the lab appears sweaty.
Okay.
Elena?
Can I ask a question? Is there any other place that would have a high-tech lab like this close to this one?
Sure, we're in Kaldos. They're all over the place. There's probably 3 in this building alone.
Fuck.
Hmm.
That doesn't help very much.
Is there any spot that would have enough power to blow up the whole town?
I mean, we don't use ley lines or anything, if that's what you're talking about. We just build the artifacts and enchant them, and that happens. Realistically, any of the labs could have the. I mean, if something went horribly wrong, we don't make a habit of blowing up the world.
Well, you have been, because you've been. This is the second day of stuff blowing up.
Robert, do you guys have any enemies that would try and kill you guys?
Nobody targeted them though.
There one apprentice over here.
Well, sure, but that seems as far as we're aware, that's just some minor subplot to everything else that's going on.
Well, I mean, why are they blowing up that house in particular instead of any other house on the street if there's powerful artifacts in every building?
Well, they didn't blow that house up, it just happened to burn down. Like I said, we don't know that that's connected at all. It could just be an accident or a murder that occurred at the same time.
Mhm.
Like, obviously, last night there was the explosion and she died. So, I mean, now we could just sit around and wait all day and see if it happens again with her death. That seems like a horrible waste of time. By that logic, we may as well just go and murder everybody at every other lab.
Shit,
Like-
at this point, why don't we just wait another day and get 2 more amulets?
We're not going to get any more amulets. The amulets don't respawn.
They're stuck in time.
Well, how many people do we have? Why don't we just follow everybody in this lab? And hopefully...
We don't even know that it's related to this lab anymore. It just happened. The only significance we know that this lab has is that it has the hourglass.
And we know
It doesn't
that the
seem to be
hourglass is
related to
manually
it doesn't
activated.
immediately seem to be related to the explosion.
So if we don't activate the hourglass, or if somebody doesn't activate the hourglass, we're going to die for real.
Elena shouts, "Robert, get over here!" The two begin to have a heated conversation in the corner.
Yo, detect thoughts on them now.
Yeah, I want to listen to that conversation.
All right. Yeah. So Elena is chewing Robert out for his crazy theories about how the hourglass is going to destroy the world. She accuses him of taking a side and going even further beyond. Because Boris, I always forget which one wants what.
Quentin, right?
Yeah, or Quentin believes it's unstable. So yeah, she chastises him for taking a side as a junior researcher. He's supposed to stay out of these conflicts, and she orders him to get him to take his friends out and leave. Robert comes back. "I'm sorry, we have to go." All right, and you guys go tavern. Tavern.
So,
do you think?
Robert, I have a question. Where's Elena's lab at?
Elena, she doesn't have her own lab.
Well,
She's
I
an
mean,
apprentice.
whose lab would she be working in?
We were just added.
Oh, okay.
So apprentices in Kaldos are typically assigned to an individual wizard, and they tend to work on research project with them. So Elena's project, like mine, is the White Hour. So that's where she spends her time, and when they leave, she's done for the day. She'll study and maybe work on some of her schooling, but she doesn't do her own lab work.
Oh, okay.
Can I try to pinpoint where the explosion came from by where I saw it, or no?
You can. I mean, it was a massive explosion that was probably big enough to take out, a decent city block on its own. So you can't tell within the city block where it came from. All you can be sure of is that it was somewhere near the lab.
Gragas, my master, what are you doing in this town?
Tavern crawl.
Oh. So, just so you know, this town's been blowing up. Oh, he just disappeared.
Can't believe
Yeah,
I left
Kevin
it.
Carl.
I guess that was not supposed to be there, and our GM's been lazy.
Hey, fuck off.
It's not easy.
It ain't easy being cheesy.
Okay. So, without our interference, the hourglass gets set off again after the explosion because that's what happened 2 nights ago.
Hmm.
With our interference, it also gets set off, but that's not really the point because we're probably not going back to the lab. I don't really know what else to do right now. like as far as I can think, all we know to do is wait until because we got kicked out because you know uh we can just I mean, we could do any number of reckless things on a whim. We could sit around and do absolutely nothing. Or we could just leave Kaldas and just see what happens. See how big the explosion actually is.
I
Why don't
mean,
we try leaving?
on the same note, that house might have some kind of information on why it was getting burnt down in the first place. I mean, we're just wasting time in the bar. Do you want to go over there and just see if there's anything in that house?
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, we could try and investigate the explosion. It might be all wet now, but
I mean, at this point, it's better than just sitting in a bar.
I mean, frankly, I don't want to be in this city at all. I don't really care either way if Kaldas explodes and it's gone forever. If the explosion itself is contained to just Kaldas, then
Yeah, but we don't
that's a
know
loss.
if that's the case.
Yeah, but if we leave, we might find out.
Yeah, but are we gonna, if we leave and then we get blown up on the way?
Then we'll come
we
back
gonna-
here tomorrow at 8 a.m. and it'll all start over and it won't matter. And then we'll find out, we may find out if saving the girl didn't.
But we still need an artificer.
Well, let's just check the house. If we run out of time, we run out of time.
Why don't we split up and have you check the house and we all leave?
What good would that do?
Well, someone could tell us.
Aki won't remember this tomorrow.
Yeah.
And if we don't die when we leave, we don't even know if we're gonna get
Right.
We
could,
don't know the range on the necklaces or the hourglass or anything.
Well, how about I leave and you guys check out the house?
Shit, how about you just, yeah, do that. Just leave. Let us just do all the research.
Yeah, let's go check out the house, I guess.
You arrive at the house. The time is now 9:30 a.m. Do you ask Robert to come with you?
Yeah. Robert, what's your take on all this?
I'm not sure, to be honest. So we saw the explosion and it was coming from somewhere near here. And the hourglass reset it. I mean, that thing looked like we've run simulations on what happened if the hourglass went wrong. It kind of looked like it.
Well, we stood by the hourglass last night, and the hourglass didn't blow up. It was next to it was close to the hourglass, but it wasn't in the same room. So unless somebody's
Hey,
making
Robert.
another hourglass,
Is there someone on your team that's no longer on your team?
No, this has been the team since inception. I mean, I joined later. Let me think.
I have a question. Why would this be the only house that had a fireball happen to it?
Well, I mean, presumably whatever happened here.
Yeah, but why does, I mean, there's a reason why it happened here instead
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
anywhere
I thought
else.
you were talking about Caldas. Well, probably there was something important here.
Well, in your head, what's important here? I mean, the one lady lives
Can we-
here, but is that it?
Can we just go inside?
Yeah, let's just go
Yeah.
inside.
Robert clearly doesn't know anything.
All right, you enter the house.
Who has higher
Well, I don't really want to look for anything until I know what I see.
yeah, what do we see inside the house?
It's a fairly normal dwelling. There's a little kitchen, bedrooms. It's 3 stories tall. There's a little fire damage in the roof now.
Up in the roof, is there a lab?
There is not. However, Katla's room is on the 3rd floor.
I would like to go up to Catcher's room.
Sure. You find yourself in Katla's room. It's incredibly sparse. There's a rug on the floor, a bed, and a table.
Can we designate where the fire damage was started in the room?
It was on the roof.
No, but like, is there anything near that where the fire damage is?
I mean, the fire damage is to the roof, and there is nothing significant. It's just an ordinary roof.
Can I just? Is there any
Just-
like?
Privacy be damned. Tear the room apart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. You tear apart the room. Under the bed, you find a hidebound book, and you don't really find much of anything else. There's a battle axe underneath the table.
Anything? I'm gonna look at the battle axe.
It appears to be a ceremonial blade from the coming of age of the northern barbarian tribe. You can see runes inscribed on it.
Is that the same barbarians that have been attacking us?
I mean,
Are these the barbarians
the
that
guy-
are trying to?
the people that were attacking us were not barbarians. They were well organized soldiers.
From the north?
Yeah, but there's a difference.
I don't think there is.
Well, you're also a fucking. I don't know what you are. A barrel, golem barrel. So I don't know.
I opened the book.
Yeah, I'd say
The
let's
book
look that-
is. The book does not open.
Oh, looks like that's a magic book.
Val, can you dispel magic on it?
Yep. Let me see the book.
I give Val the book.
Dispel magic. I try to open the book.
The book opens.
What language is it in?
Common.
I hand it to Gene.
What, Val, can't you read? I read the book out loud.
This appears to detail Katla's journeys since leaving her tribe to the north. She's originally part of one of the northern barbarian tribes, which are not the same as the Ishan army. It turns out it says so right in the book.
Okay, skip all that. What's in the newer?
So she came down here, trained in the college for a few years, and then got her first position under Master Boris. She talks about wanting to learn magic to help her people who are struggling to survive again in the harsh winters. She mentions that she is. She mentioned you notice an entry where she that seems to be dog-eared, as if she's turned to it many times. It details her first meeting with Seth. She explains that she had never met so kind a man, and she's amazed by the magical armor that he's created. She hopes to convince him to marry her and return to the north with her.
Oh my god, we found a wet dream. I think that's enough information I need to know about Seth.
So she likes Seth. Great. That's really helpful.
So whose idea was it to go in that house?
It's better than sitting fucking outside and watch it blow up again.
As you continue to read the book, there's an entry a week or so ago where she talks about finally wanting to take the next step and offer herself to him. The entry ends on an excited note, but the next entry is dejected. She doesn't go into much detail about what happened, but it's clear that something did.
Well, maybe we need to ask Seth what happened. Maybe she's the one that's causing all this, and she starts the fire just to hide her body, so she could do all this shit.
Okay, what else?
She mentioned something about not understanding Seth as much as she thought she did.
Hmm.
And there's what follows is just fairly irrelevant stuff.
Is that it?
It is.
I go to Robert. What happened between Seth and her?
What? Seth and
Yes.
Katla?
Yeah.
I don't know. I never heard of anything like that.
Well, Kayla has feelings for Seth, and there was rejection. You didn't hear anything about this?
No. I mean, we don't. None of us really spend much time together outside of the lab.
Where would Zeph's place be?
I have his address.
Why are we
Yep.
playing matchmaker?
Well, obviously we have to figure out what's going on. So,
Maybe
This
she's hurt.
doesn't make any sense.
okay, so where should we go now? Should we just stay in here?
No,
Who
but that's
activated
not.
the glass, the time glass. I couldn't tell from my viewpoint. Who did it?
Seth did. Seth came by the lab late yesterday.
So don't you think we should investigate him just a little bit? I say I'm a little as I pace a little bit.
He's the one who hit the button to reset it. So I think he's the least one we should be looking at. But the girl who fell in love with him and got rejected probably has something to do with this.
That was the girl who lives here. She doesn't
Yeah.
have clearly doesn't have anything about blowing up the city or other plans.
Well,
And I
if she
doubt
blows
she
up-
has enough magical prowess to create anything that's good enough to blow up the city. She's a barbarian.
Wow.
Stereotyped.
a barbarian that's learning magic.
Yeah, she's an apprentice.
Apprentice to who?
Some-
A real person with magic.
I had
That's like
magic.
saying Val's good enough to blow up the city. And Val's
stupid
actually
enough-
not an apprentice.
Val's stupid enough to blow up a city.
It's different.
What?
Yeah,
I think
what?
Alexi would do it first. She's cold-hearted.
I don't know.
Well, I'm just gonna wander around aimlessly in the city. Maybe I'll run into something. You guys, if you find anything, just let me know. Well, if you don't, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Robert, can you take me to Seth's place?
Sure. I mean, he's got some like locks and such.
Well, we can get Seth to come with us.
I mean, he's gonna be at work.
Yeah, you can take a day off.
Okay. Are we going to the lab then? Because we got thrown out of the lab.
Why don't you just go in there and ask for him to come outside and we can talk to him?
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright.
So that's the thing that's gonna happen. Alky's going off to explore the city. Lexi Jean, you guys got any plans?
Delmir, you've been very quiet.
Yeah.
Heavy's taking his dogs out. He's gonna be pretty non-responsive for the next 5 minutes.
Okay.
Dolmer doesn't respond.
I guess I'll follow back to the lab. If that's where he's trying to go.
Can we read the book?
We're gonna blackmail the little girl.
No.
Alright, we going?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure, whatever.
You got Robert emerges with Seth in tow outside the lab. You guys hold conversations like in the corridor outside of the lab.
Hey, Seth. I pushed the book towards him. Do you know this
What's-
book?
Why are you giving Seth her diary?
No, should I?
I'm gonna flip to a
No.
page where she professes love.
What? I mean, she was nice to me. I didn't think she felt that way about me.
Yeah. And she's a nice girl, so you don't want to break her heart. So you gotta talk to her gently. You want to leave the lab for the day and come back later?
Well, shouldn't I go talk to Katla?
We should go to your place first.
Why?
Because her place was rigged to kill people, and we gotta make sure your place isn't rigged to kill people.
Like,
Make
I
it
don't.
safe.
I mean, I appreciate the concern, but you know who I am, right? I've got layers and layers of magical defenses. It's really easy. Like when you're doing, techno magic tech, it's pretty easy to build up a whole heck of a load of safeguards. I'm not. I mean, I
I
appreciate
didn't
that,
know
but
that
I'm.
she loved you. So
I feel. I feel like those are different categories of thing.
These dangerous things, they happened and you didn't notice them. So maybe we can see something that you won't.
Fine, but look, we can do this real quick. What time is it? It's like noon.
Lunchtime.
All right, yeah, we can do that real quick. And I got I have work to do here though. I can't be too long.
Yes.
All right, they journey to the workshop. Let's make sure everyone's set up for the workshop. Alky's not here. And
While this is going on, can I do perception and see if I notice anything out of the ordinary in the city?
sure.
Wait a second.
Okay, I was like, are you gonna do it?
Shit. Fucking thing. Never mind.
All right. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. If you want to tell me where you're going, you're kind of just wandering aimlessly about the city. The odds that honestly there could be dragons attacking the city and you might not notice if you're just wandering around aimlessly. If you want to think about what you want to do, that could be.
I want to try to go to Elena's house.
Do you know where she lives?
No, but vaguely where that person was running towards. I kind of think it would be in that quadrant of city where the person disappeared at.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you found a quarter. You are now in a quarter of Kaltas.
Okay.
You
Can I perception that area to see?
Sure. All right. You still don't find anything. Here's Seth's workshop. Seth walks in, unlocking a series of magical locks and muttering a few words under his breath. He walks in. And it all looks fine to me.
Alright, just make sure you check everything real quick. You
Sure,
don't have
sure.
any secret safes or anything like that we gotta turn around for?
I mean, why would you guys seem nice, but you just kind of randomly showed up, and now you're asking to see my secret safes.
No, I'm not
mean-
asking to see it. I'm just saying, just check it and make
Okay.
sure anything's there.
Sure.
We're gonna turn our backs.
How about
Let
you?
us know when you're ready.
Look, how about you guys just leave, and I'll go check things after. Okay?
Sure.
All right. They leave. You guys leave. Seth emerges a few minutes later. Yeah, everything's fine.
Alright, well that's good. There was no locked doors or anything like that magically?
I mean, I lock my door magically.
No. I mean, like, nothing that you didn't do. Because last
No.
night, somebody came in the morning time and tried to kill her, and I just wanted to make sure it wasn't you.
All right. I don't know what this.
You to look like Elena.
Huh.
That's the problem. We chased them and they disappeared with some magic. So we cleared you out. Now we gotta clear Elena. Do you want to help convince Elena to leave her work and help us?
I don't know if she listened to me much. Look, I'm pretty well respected as an artificer, but the wizards don't super care about that kind of thing. It's been kind of funny because I've been working in this for 20, 30 years, and Leda still tries to boss me around.
Oh,
She's
speaking of artificer, we're looking for an artificer. Maybe you can answer some questions.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Points to heavy.
All right, let's just step back. Let's just step back into the workshop and we can talk it out. I've locked everything up. Don't. So
We don't need to have this conversation.
Yeah, I mean, Seth, you're not ready to leave this town yet.
I mean, I gotta be honest. White Hourglass is more or less done. I'm not looking for other projects. What do you have in mind?
What do you know about the town of Orb?
Heavy.
Yep,
He's not gonna remember this tomorrow.
I know.
Yes,
But
he
I'd
is.
like to
I'm
talk
gonna
to
hand
him
my
now.
amulet.
No, don't. I leave. I'll sit
Isn't this-
outside.
Okay. Isn't this one of the amulets from? Why do you have this?
Because the world blew up yesterday, and we're protecting it. Robert gave me this.
All right.
Can you wear this tonight so that if anything happens, you'll be able to remember what happened?
Sure.
Alright.
All right.
Okay, Domir, go ahead and with your comments.
Well, what do you know about?
All right. You didn't finish that sentence. Orb was the last word.
Yeah,
It's a town a little to the west of here, run by a sentient magical orb. It's a nice place. I visit there every now and then.
yep. Do you we happen to be working on a project. When this came across, we took this up to stable everything out. But we were looking for an artificer.
Okay, what are you doing?
What do you know about Warforged?
Can't say I've come across him.
Thanks for the
He-
follow, my
he
dude. I
saw
appreciate
me.
that.
Yeah, but he doesn't know what that is. Like, Warforged is an Eberron term. It's not likely that he's ever run into anyone from Eberron.
A magically working golem.
Oh yeah,
So just
That-
the golem?
Dungeons and Dragons.
With
That
intelligence.
for themselves
Huh.
on a mass scale to protect the country.
Alright, who's on this project? Is it just the orb?
Well, there's Orb, who's doing it, but then Pillar's trying to. Maybe I've said. Just think about it.
Alright. I mean, it sounds
I'll
interesting.
explain
I
in a
just,
second, Dragon. One moment.
I don't
I don't
know,
want to interrupt anybody.
you know, I gotta be honest, like, my stuff's pretty advanced. I don't know if, like, the, I don't know anything about what you really want. It'd be nice to have a little more detail.
Oh. We can probably talk later tonight if we can figure this out, if you remember everything.
Alright. Yeah.
And then I leave.
So basically, we're
Say,
in this
well,
magical
Seth, we should probably
city.
get back to work now.
Yeah, fair
Then
point.
there's a time resetting device
He
that we
steps
found.
outside and locks up all the locks. It takes him at least 2 minutes to close up everything. See, I come prepared.
And for the past few days, there's been a big explosion
do
that
it.
wipes out the whole city.
Alright, where are you headed?
And we're trying to figure out where that explosion
Can,
came from so we
use-
can stop it.
I'm gonna go
But
find
what keeps
Gene.
happening is
I think she's just
time
outside.
resets.
So, like, you guys should be with her right
Not
now.
all of us have certain, or not all of us, but some of us have amulets that we can wear that allow us to remember what happened the previous day. And we're basically trying to stop the city from being blown
I'm
up.
gonna do a little prayer to my God and ask for divine intervention to save this stupid place.
But yeah, this is probably episode 30 or 35. There's a lot of stuff
Alright,
happening.
are you gonna roll?
I forgot what to roll. Is it a D20?
It's a D100, and you have to hit under your level.
Rip. Goodness. If you want to get caught up.
All right.
Hold on one sec.
So you guys confused and lost. You guys returned to. Where?
Yeah,
is
if you want to
the-
watch from the
there's
beginning, all the episodes are on my YouTube channel. They're just down
Can we
below.
all set up here?
So-
Yeah, that looks fun. I guess Robert's probably back at work.
Or at least all the episodes I've edited so
Robert's
far.
not with us.
Oh, you could ask him to come with you if you'd like.
Yeah, right now we're trying to stop the city from being blown up.
Robert's back with you. The time is 2 p.m.
You're a little bit roboty. Is anyone else notice that?
Yep, I'm getting the same effect. Let me swap the Discord server real quick.
Is Alki here?
Yeah, it should be. Then my shit just dropped. You hear me?
Yeah.
No, I
Citrasloth
mean,
and
are you
servers-
here in the bar? Aren't you still wandering around the town?
Yeah, let's. So, Alki, you wander around, but you aren't able to find Elena. You don't really have much to go on other than the direction the assassin ran.
I asked Robert where the Elena lives.
I don't really know. It's somewhere on the east side of the city.
Was that towards the
Why-
direction that they were running?
Why don't we go back to the lab and just follow her?
That would work.
Why do you know exactly where Seth lives, but not where Elena?
I mean, Seth told you where he lived.
Robert knew where Seth lived before we went and talked to Seth.
It is
They're
true.
bros.
I mean, at this point, if we start knocking out people and holding them for a day, then we'll figure out who's the one that's blowing up the city.
That sounds like a terrible idea. You just get arrested.
Maybe.
I mean, it's better than you praying to your fucking god.
I mean, my God could do wonderful things for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
And has never so far. Not once.
And I could just I could knock Robert out and we could see what happens.
I don't think Robert's worth knocking out.
I was there with Robert, and he didn't blow up anything.
Oh, so what happened last night with you and Robert?
He was on one tower, I was on the other tower, and we saw the explosion. In
So
the
you
middle.
weren't with Robert. You were on another tower.
Yeah, but I saw him.
How did you see him? He was in another tower. How are you sure it wasn't an illusion?
I'm not blind.
Yeah, but you might not be blind, but you have brains of a 2-year-old.
Oh my god.
Glad someone got that. I was trying to figure out if there was a way to clarify.
But I could see Robert from where I was, right? We were on different towers, but we could see each other.
I guess. Sure.
So yeah, I saw him. He was there.
Okay. Did you wave at him? Did you have a conversation from your tower to his tower?
I could have. I could send a paper note that far. What did you do last night? You can't remember. Oh, that's right.
So, Civ, if I blow my brains out right now, I'll be here tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Probably
If you don't
assuming
manage to
that.
stop it.
Yeah, unless they stop it.
They're not gonna stop it. We can't even figure out where fucking people live.
I hand my necklace to Alexi.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Alrighty.
I can't move my character, so I'm thinking I gotta
You're on the-
relog my screen.
No, you're on the wrong. You're on the.
Yeah, you keep drawing.
You
things.
are.
Switch back to the pointer.
Thank you.
I was trying to figure out what that thing in Seth's lab was. It's like, who's doing that?
Someone's bleeding very precisely.
I can tell you it's not on purpose.
I have a question.
What's up?
Can I cast a spell called Divination as a ritual, and it allows me to something within 7 days, and we've been dying for like 3 days now. Can I get some enlightenment on this, like how to solve this problem?
I mean, so it's something that hasn't happened yet. Oh, this was intriguing. So
But the
let me
gods
just
would
look
know.
this up. Yeah, it's a specific goal or event or activity to occur within 7 days.
Hmm.
All right, yeah, you can do divination.
It costs 25 gold.
Correct.
But hey, they'll be back tomorrow, so who cares?
That's true.
All right.
Sandy.
Before I do the offering, I asked the group: is there a question that you would like to ask?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Why are you
can-
doing
can
it
we-
with no question in mind?
I'm about to do it with a question, but I just wanted to see if there was a question you guys had in mind at first.
Well, what are you gonna ask?
How to stop this stupid time thing?
Don't hit
Aren't
the
you
middle
asking
button.
about an event?
Ask about the explosion, not the time thing.
The
Yeah,
explosion.
we know where
anyways.
the time thing is coming from.
More
Yeah, it's
details
the
about
hourglass.
where
We know that.
the explosion is coming from.
Okay, what is the question?
Can you give me more details about where this explosion is coming from that causes me to
Oh
die
my
each
God.
day?
The answer is gonna be yes.
Why
Yeah,
don't you
it's
just
yes.
ask them where the location is?
Yes, where the location is.
So what's the question?
The exact location.
The
Don't-
exact location of where the explosion originates from in the city that causes us to die. I'm bad with questions, okay?
Sorry, God
Didn't
is
you ever get
processing.
that assignment in like middle
God is
school English
processing.
where you had to
No.
like write out how to tie your shoes, and your teacher was like, "This is where your instructions went wrong," and does something stupid.
No, it was a
That
loaf
sounds
of bread,
amazing.
and we had to try to convince them how to make a PBJ sandwich. And
Yep, we had that too.
yeah,
I had my
that
English
one.
teacher stab through the lid of the peanut butter jar.
Jesus.
All right, so what happens?
So dumb.
So give me the question again.
You better have it right, because it's
The
gonna be.
exact where is the exact location of the explosion that originates that kills us every day, and that a time machine brings us back to life?
All right.
I mean, ultimately, it comes down to whether or not Val's God likes her,
God,
because we
death
could just get
likes me.
coordinates that we don't understand. Like, no matter how accurate or vague you ask that question, if the God doesn't want to answer it right, it's not God. And Val hasn't been doing an awful lot to keep favor with her gods lately.
Well, it
Oh, I've
could,
been killing.
well, she gave him her baby. So
Is that what the God of Death wants? Is to people to die?
Oh, okay. So Cauda's Bazaar. Okay. Guys, I got an idea where we should go next. The
okay,
bazaar. This is where the explosion originates from.
probably under the bazaar.
Let's go look at the bazaar first and see what happens. Robert, you coming?
Sure.
Onward.
All right, I'll go with.
All right, just making sure I got everyone set up. There's Robert. And here's the bazaar. It's a great and wonderful bazaar with many shopkeepers hawking various magical wares. You guys know it well since you've been there many times. Although you know, just tell me what you want to do and when we do go shopping.
Do I
So-
see the picture of where I saw in my mind, like exactly, or was it just an overview of this area?
It was an overview of the area.
Okay. So let's start to investigate. I'll follow Gene.
The time is, say, 4:30.
So we have another 3.5 hours.
2.5.
2.5.
If you guys are super upset about time frames, let me know. I'm not super wedded to that, but I want to kind of keep things moving.
So
Kyle, this was your idea.
let's start searching around and see what we can find. Anything out of the ordinary. Or
Go
maybe
for
that
it.
chick. Alright, perception check.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that girl who we chased earlier, or anything out of the ordinary.
Somebody with the blue robe, matching the blue robe.
Star looks at me.
It's purple.
Hold up. What?
It's purple, not blue.
Hold up.
I could see a case that that's purple.
Star zooms in.
So I'm gonna do some shopping while we're here.
You can't.
All your items will be gone tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
We tried this yesterday. We actually went shopping for a good portion of time right before this started.
Yep, that we went to
And then we
Caldas,
lost
went
all that
shopping,
progress.
and then died.
Do I find anything abnormal or that lady that I was looking for?
You do not.
So I'm asking the shopkeeper if anybody sells a necklace that would allow me to remember.
Remember what, dearie?
Like my past, like if we go back in time or something, you know.
I. Why would if you went back in time? Why wouldn't you remember your past?
Aki, I think the merchant you're looking for is called a grifter.
Listen, lady, what I'm looking for is an amulet to go back in time and remember my past. If you don't sell it, then point me in the right direction.
What, you want an amulet that makes you time travel? Sure.
Yes.
Sure. Go to this guy. She hands you a piece of paper with directions.
Okay, I'm going there. You guys, if you figure out
Good.
why her god sent him to this part, let me know. I'm going to find time travel people.
Hey, Robert, you want to do some window shopping with me?
Hey,
Some what?
Window
Before
shopping.
you deal with Val, Robert, is there like a sewer or anything on it?
No, I don't think so. We don't need sewers here. It's all the processor.
So you shit and it just disappears.
Okay, you say that, but Ledger has sewers.
I use
Caldas?
it in-
Magical
Kalos,
processor?
I guess Kalos didn't exist before for Fnargle, but neither did Ledger. So just to say that you don't need them doesn't mean they're not there.
Is there any catacombs under the city? Is there something under this ground right here?
I mean, I can't guarantee the answer's no, but
Do we need to get Seth to see if there's a heat trace under this
No,
ground?
no, don't worry about it, Robert. Go with Val. Do whatever the hell you want. Once again, not useful.
I say we
Seth,
just.
Oh, hey, Seth.
hey guys, how's it going?
What's up, buddy?
We're having a little
Well, you
trouble with
know.
the investigation. You want to help us?
Sure, I guess. What do you need?
Well, my god sent me here saying that this is where the explosion originates. And we need to figure out where it is before it happens so we can stop it.
Okay.
Is there like a marathon that goes through here today or something?
Oh, a marathon?
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean,
Oh
question.
no.
Why are you
Oh
here?
no.
Well, I got off. I got off work. We were done with the White Hourglass for the day and
It's
decided
four
to do some
o'clock
shopping.
already.
It was 4:30 when you got here.
You said it was 2:30.
He said he did say 4:30.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Are you still wearing the you know what?
Yep. Got it right here.
All right, it's good. You're gonna help us tomorrow when this whole thing happens.
Sure.
Did your devices, the heat sensor thingy, work? Do you sense anything dangerous?
Um. You want me to look for heat?
Yes.
All
Power.
right. There's heat all around us. What are you looking for?
Seth, is there
Something that's
anything you can
powering
tell to see if there's anything underneath of us? Like catacombs or a sewer system or anything like that?
He looks down. No, I don't see anything.
Is there a source of power? Can you see if there's a source of high amount of energy or power around us?
I mean, we're in a magical bazaar. There's gonna be a fair bit of that everywhere.
But there's not like an area that's just way more than normal.
I don't see anything.
Clearly, the answer is we just wait.
Well, obviously, Seth, this is where the explosion happened, supposedly. Um, Yesterday, you clicked the button to reset time, so I guess you're gonna have to be in the lab today.
Okay.
After hours yesterday, you visited the labs, saying that you felt something was wrong. What made you feel
Well,
like that?
we were in the lab, which is why I don't know why he was walking by the lab after hours. We didn't ask that question, but he saw us in the lab or detected us or whatever you want to call it. And he came. So I don't know why I don't know who activated the hourglass 2 days ago, but he did it yesterday, and he claims to have been there because we were there. Hello.
Hello. Made sense to me. No one's responded though.
Yeah, it does.
Can it be 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock or whatever?
But just you want to be here?
Well, I mean, it's pretty apparent that we're not gonna come up with anything. This is apparently where we're supposed to / want to be, and I'm assuming there's going to be some event that happens as we approach, because otherwise, it doesn't really matter.
Maybe those of us with amulets should like spread out around the bazaar and wait for it to go. Maybe if we're quick enough, we can find out exactly where in the bazaar it's coming from.
Well, ideally, whatever's happening, we stop it before as it's happening. So I don't know if it's being. I mean, like I don't know how big the bazaar is. We have a picture of a corridor.
But
The bazaar is quite large.
Great.
shit.
Sure, spread out, whatever.
I need a third question. I'm trying to help figure this out.
Are there any like? So we know it's magical in nature. Even though this is like a bazaar, are there any other labs around here, like directly within this vicinity?
You don't know of any labs. You ask around, and none of them think any research is happening out here. They do mention there are some like experimental item shops, but No, nothing that would be called real research.
Maybe we should start with those item shops. At least until it ends.
Okay, so it wasn't a shop. We don't know the person, and it's not all up in our heads.
Okay, so not a shop, but it does come from somewhere around here. Alright. Is there a watchtower looking over the bazaar?
The bazaar is fairly close to the middle of the city, so there's not one particularly close.
Okay. Is there like any tall building?
Sure.
Alright.
So just to get this straight, you guys say I'm supposed to be in the hourglass lab?
Yes.
What time?
So you should head there now.
All right.
When you
Stuff heads
hear,
out.
you'll hear the
If you see a
explosion
flash
happening.
of light, you know what to do.
All right. Sounds
Hit the
good.
middle button.
Stuff disappears.
Okay. So we know it's coming from here. We know it's not a shop. And we don't know the person that starts it. So we have to just be on the lookout around this area specifically, I think. So is it only me and Dolmir that have the necklaces, or me, Dolmir?
Guys,
Yeah.
I just want to bring this up. It could be a changeling that starts all this, because it looked like her, Elena, and it wasn't Elena. And we don't know the person who does it, so.
Well, we
It's
do know
not-
a changeling. We do know a changeling that works for Jack Smash.
I
That
don't
is
know
true.
a changeling though.
So you think this might be a Jack Smash plan?
I'm
Meh.
surprised you know what a changeling is.
Me?
No, me. So I wouldn't know that actually. Never
Okay.
mind.
Either way, who has necklaces now? Me, Dolmir, and...
You and Dolmir.
Okay, because Val gave hers
And
to...
Robert.
Robert has one. Okay.
And Seth has one.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back to the lab. Keep an eye
Don't
on
do that.
keep an eye on Seth.
We need you to climb this tower up here.
Nope.
It's
I'm
It
going-
super doesn't matter what Elkie and I do at all.
Yep. So I'm going to just keep an eye on Seth.
Okay.
I mean,
some
you
reason-
can state
some
your
reason-
interest, but it's not going to matter at all.
Yep. Well, that's what I'm going. I'm going back to the lab to make sure the button gets hit.
Alright, Dolmir, what do you think we should do? Aside from post out here and wait for it to happen so we get a better idea of where it comes from.
Honestly, I don't know.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do
I
that
have
then.
Not a clue.
Robert, I need you to help with us too. Is there something that you can cast on us that will allow us to not be immediately vaporized? Maybe we'll be able to look around for a second or two before we die?
I mean, I'm a wizard. I don't really know much in the way of protection magic. Protection from energy might work, I guess?
Abjuration is a school, isn't it?
Yeah.
I, like, scrunch up my nose at his inability.
I mean, I just said protection from energy. What else do you got something better?
That'll have to work.
He sighs and touches both of you. Or he touches one of you. I can only maintain it on one person.
Well, hope
Do it the heavy.
you're
Dolmir's
just somebody
beefy
to
enough.
remember.
Alright. He touches you and mutters an incantation.
Heavy or Lexi?
Heavy.
Okay. I'm going to, I guess beef up my HP pool as much as possible before the explosion.
Spamcast false life.
Yep.
Heavy. You can add 1 to your AC. I'm gonna cast a spell on you.
Actually, I'm going to use Ice Barrier at 5th level. I think that gives me more temporary HP points.
And I'm gonna take half his damage. So maybe he'll live longer.
All right.
Do you have a cup of water, Alexi?
I pull out the alchemy jug. I have all the water you could ever need.
And some mayonnaise.
Yes. Oh yeah, Sif, I wanted to ask if I could make a mayonnaise elemental one day.
Oh my god.
Here, Val, hold
Wait.
this flask.
If we ever have a fight in a cafeteria hall, he has to be able to make a mayonnaise elemental.
God, imagine the smell like a week later.
Oh
My
god.
god. Well, that could be the thing to draw out people out of the building. Just he sends a mayonnaise elemental in there.
I mean, I could do that right now.
Use a mayonnaise elemental and Val flame strikes it.
We have rancid egg and
I mean, that could at least clear out the bazaar, and then... Oh my god, hold on. Do you want to try to do that?
I could cast insect play on it.
see now you have a maggot elemental.
I mean, that'll certainly make people want to leave.
I mean, I'm gonna rule you can't make a mayonnaise elemental, but you can certainly generate a lot of mayonnaise if you want to.
Can I mix it with the water in a water elemental, and it would be a mayonnaise-y water elemental?
Sure.
Although I guess 2 gallons compared to the fucking 10 cubic feet of water probably isn't
It will
going
not
to
be very
affect it.
mayonnaise-y. You almost need to like start saving up your mayonnaise
Yeah, fuck.
for a worthy cause.
Just get like 10 alchemy jugs and then do it.
Oh yeah, just get 10 alchemy chucks.
All right. But that's an idea. Maybe we could scare people or make people leave the bazaar, and whoever stays, we can keep an eye on them until it happens.
Well, we have
Or
to
the
hope
person that's scared runs away and puts it somewhere else.
How big is the bazaar?
It's true. We don't want to risk it moving locations. That would be pretty shitty.
I don't know, like 1,000 feet by 1,000 feet.
Alright, so I don't have an AoE big enough.
Okay. Let's just
I
post
can
up.
scare people from one direction to another direction.
Let's post up and wait for it to happen. Maybe we can pinpoint a location in the bazaar.
Yeah, right before the explosion is about to go off, I'm gonna scare a bunch of people with insect play.
Sure.
I'm gonna be on the complete opposite side of the bazaar from that.
I think me, Delmir, and Robert should try to make a triangle around the bazaar.
Sure, I'll take north.
I'll take southwest. Robert, you take southeast.
Sure.
Delmir. There you go. Alright, are we waiting now?
Yep.
Alright, here it comes.
Alright, you're all dead.
Are we able to pinpoint anything?
You can trace it down to pretty much the area you were standing, but you can't narrow it down any further. The explosion is just too fast and too sudden for you to narrow it down.
Question: did I notice anything where I was located?
Doesn't matter, you don't
Seth?
remember anything.
But I know that we at least know the button got hit.
Well, yes, you're here,
Ah,
so
French
by
toast.
deduction.
Damn it.
I ordered
That
some
wasn't
French
helpful.
toast.
Alright, we still need to go save the lady.
What time is it?
Doesn't matter, we have to go.
8 a.m.
I'm gonna have pancakes.
Come on, Gene.
Sure.
Robert, you too.
Hey, while we're going, I'm asking Gene, which way did that lady run down the last time that I chased?
I
Both
have
of you don't
no idea
remember?
what you're talking about.
I explain on the way all information from yesterday.
You also don't know what you're talking about, Alki.
Well, he just explained everything, so I guess, did you explain what I just asked?
Not unless you record it.
You guys only have like, 10 minutes or something to go
Yeah,
through
we're,
this.
we're like literally I'm sprinting down the streets and like explaining it briefly. I'll give a rundown after we stop the fire.
Did you explain what I just asked?
What, the lady down the streets?
Yeah, which
I-
way she ran.
I don't know, but
How
we
can you
sh-
post up in this corner over here? Blah blah blah. This is where we remember seeing it happen. So you try and just be there like a barrel, stealthily.
yeah.
I'm waiting where that
Hey,
location
Gene.
was.
Alexi, let's get Val. 'Cause she's gonna need to disperse the shit. This is spell.
True. I'm gonna ready an action for whenever the explosion goes off to immediately cast Great Water.
Hey Val, you wanna come with us?
Let's go, Val.
Okay. French toast though.
I grab her
Why
and
don't you
drag
just
her.
not open the door this time?
You arrive on the streets. The moment as you're arriving, you see Elena sprinting out of the an alleyway.
I'll cast Hold Person.
I cast a spell by making her die.
What?
The killer.
Wait. Let's question her.
Yeah?
We need to fucking.
What is this spell?
Go ahead. Fucking do it.
We need
That's
to break down the
Amazingly
door.
useful and a great idea.
Well, if she's bleeding out, she might be asking us a question to help her. She'll help us if we cure
What is your spell?
her. Insect blade.
Ugh.
All right, are you gonna like do anything about that? Okay, there we go.
It wasn't clicking.
All right. The insects cover her. She screams and falls to the ground, swatting furiously at the insects.
Now she has insect bites. I'm gonna go over there and see if she's all right. And
In the
dispel
insect bite.
insects.
Okay.
Tomir, see if you can open the door.
I'm gonna open the door.
Dispel magic.
The door is locked. The door is unlocked.
I open the door.
Evacuate everybody.
The fireball blossoms on the upper floors.
I immediately cast Create
Yep.
Water.
Fireball quickly goes up. The people don't even manage to get out of the building before they're saved, not before they die.
As soon
I'm
as it goes
gonna
off,
tie
I
up
scream
Elena.
down the hallway. Everybody out!
I rush up there to what's her name's room. Do I
Alright.
notice anything before she gets
Kella?
out of the room? Yep.
You notice charring on the ceiling, but you don't notice anything particularly about Katla. She screams, "What are you doing in here?"
What was Katla doing when I kicked in the door?
Sleeping.
So there's just a random fireball in her room, and she's sleeping.
Yep. That's what you do when you get attacked by assassins.
Tell her.
So
Sure.
tie up Elena.
I'm trying to save your life, Katla.
From what?
Well, obviously somebody shot a fireball in your room.
She looks up. What happened?
Yeah, you tell me.
I don't know.
We're time travelers. We're here to save you. The
Make a
hourglass has been touched 3 times. This city's been blown up, and we're trying
Persuasion
to figure out.
check.
Fuck, does Alki have high charisma?
Oh,
No.
come on, he's a monk.
Damn it. Hey, there we go.
She shakes her head. This sounds crazy, but I suppose we are working on the hourglass. All right, she walks out. She gets dressed and walks outside with.
So did I stop Elena from spellcasting by tying up her fingers and everything in the mouth?
Well, you mean by killing her?
She's not dead.
Oh, she's just badly injured.
I mean, obviously not because the fireball still went off.
She is badly injured and bleeding. She looks likely to die soon.
I'll give her a small cure wounds, make it so she doesn't die.
She mutters something and teleports away.
I made it so she couldn't mutter anything.
What'd you do, sir?
Rope in her mouth and rope in her fingers.
Sure. She teleports away.
With me attached to her?
No,
Or now? The rope drops?
the rope drops away.
Is she an illusion?
Alright. I'm gonna ask my god if they would smite the one who blood this is, and I touch the blood and ask it.
Are you divine intervening?
Wait. My question is there any way we could test that blood and see if it's changeling's blood?
Oh!
All right. You hear a scream from down the road.
I go down the road.
We all
You
go
see,
down the road.
you see Elena being torn apart by undead.
I go, hey guys, Elena's down here.
As she as her head flies off, and as it hits the ground, it transforms into someone else.
I go over to the head and look at it.
It looks like this.
Who the hell is this? I get Alexi to come over here and look at it.
Do I recognize it?
Grab Robert. Robert and Katla, let's go see what the hell's going on down
Yeah.
Robert walks up and gasps.
Do you know this person? Well, this head? Do you know this head,
You're
Robert?
momentarily interrupted by the undead exploding in a shower of gore.
Oh, nice.
Do you know this head?
No, he looks faintly sick. I've never seen that before. What happened?
Well,
Oh,
this
that
is
was
what
my god
happened.
intervene.
This is the one who just pretty much set that fireball off.
I'm gonna start looting through their pockets and see if there's any notes or anything like that.
Through the pile of dead bodies, you're gonna loot
Well,
through.
I don't care about the gore. I'm looking for, like, on her to see if there's anything left that is recognizable.
Do you know which body's hers, since they all are pretty much just a mass of dead bodies?
Yeah, watch
You can just
that.
look through it all, and if you
Yeah.
see anything interesting, it doesn't matter. Like if the undead have something interesting, that's relevant too.
That's
Okay.
true.
There you go.
You see a scroll of what's it? Delayed blast fireball.
Alright, so I'm gonna give that to Alexi.
Okay.
You do not.
Okay, so I will kind of scoop them all into a pile and leave them there and walk away.
Can I try to remember, like specifically remember her face?
Well, we're gonna keep her head. I mean, if we're gonna go back to the lab, we're gonna show people
No,
the head.
leave the body where it sits.
We're leaving the body.
gonna
We're
go
not
grab-
keeping body parts around town. That gets
Yeah,
arrested.
I'm just gonna run to the lab and grab Seth and bring him.
Where'd Gene go?
Why are we trusting? Why are we trusting Seth anyway?
So you go to the lab, and Seth isn't.
Seth isn't there.
Can I go to his workshop?
Sure. The door's locked, and he does. And when you knock on the door, he doesn't respond.
Is there a window?
There is.
Can
When
I
you
look
look
through the
through it,
window?
he is not in there.
I guess I go back to where the thing.
All right, you return.
Maybe.
The person looked like they were a druid. Because they
They
kind of look
did.
like they're holding a staff. Or unless I'm seeing that wrong.
You are, because they're a sorcerer.
So maybe let's not, if we happen to not figure this out today, let's not murder this person immediately.
I mean, I didn't kill her.
Val, this is literally 100% your fault.
Like, I could have worded it capture instead of kill.
You did multiple things wrong.
Okay, let's just go over them.
Well,
We need to stop her from speaking and casting. Yes. So
it's
you did.
silent. We don't have to stop her from speaking or casting. Also,
it's
it's
a
Misty
silence.
Step. She only goes 20 feet.
Ah, that's true.
Also, Val, you can detect magic, so you can see where she is if she's invisible or hiding because she's magic.
I actually could have done that, yeah.
And Misty Step. I'm trying to remember if that.
Also,
move...
you can probably just see the scroll in her pocket.
Yeah. Does Misty Step like remove bindings if we bind her up before she casts it?
She was bound. Apparently, it didn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Well, the question is, she teleports. It doesn't actually say anything about bringing things with you. Which raises some really interesting questions about how that works in combat.
Yeah.
Because, like, Dimension Door actually tells you what you can bring.
I think it's worded as you turn into mist, right? Is it only your physical form, or is it everything?
You're
on you?
surrounded by mist.
Ah, surrounded. Okay. So that would imply, I think, that it would take anything that was on their person as well.
So the rope.
No, it probably handles it the same way that every other spell handles the things that you're carrying with you.
Okay. So if we bind her, at least she won't be able to get far. Make sure that we bind her feet.
We don't even
next-
need to do that. Like, this loop exists independent of our interaction. And we know that because of the first day where we weren't privy and didn't do anything. If we do
Yes.
nothing, then somebody will reset it in the evening. And if not, then we'll die and we won't have to deal with this anymore.
What if
So
this
we
is
can
Seth's
literally just
jealous
spend-
girlfriend?
Say it again.
If this could be Seth's jealous girlfriend trying
Well-
to kill the competition.
Maybe. Say it again, Gene. You cut out at the last bit.
Pass.
Okay.
Excuse me, do you guys need anything? Can I go back inside? I'm gonna get ready for work.
Yeah, get ready for work.
Katla disappears inside.
Hmm.
Is the scroll used or is it unused, Alexi?
It's used.
So someone wanted her dead. Seth's no longer here. I guess our next objective is to find Seth.
Yeah. I think that's our only lead right now. Aside from figuring out who this is, but we don't have any leads on that right now. I'm going to take the head.
Sure.
Mainly for being able to remember the face.
Some people would take a picture of you, just bring the head along.
Hold on, what cameras do we have in Dungeons and Dragons?
It's true.
Alright. I guess we're gonna look around Keldas for Seth.
Alright. Investigation check from someone in the party.
I'll help.
That's you, right?
No. I'm not Citra.
I have a 3.
A 3, what?
Investigation.
Okay. I'll help. Somebody want to cast guidance?
Sure.
Alright. You search across the city. The time is now 4:30, and you are reasonably confident that Seth is nowhere to be found within the city.
Motherfucker.
Well, why would he be in the city? We gave him a necklace so he knows what's happening.
Did they have a necklace on them?
The person? No, they did not.
Hmm. Maybe Seth left. Where did you see last night when you were there?
He doesn't know.
Oh, that's a problem.
Should we just go to the bazaar and look around again? Or maybe we should go back to the lab.
Let's go to Seth's house and unlock his windows and stuff.
He might have something in his safe.
He might have left something behind that gives a clue.
Robert, can you make sure that the time device is activated tonight?
I can. Robert disappears.
Okay, let's go ransack Seth's place then.
All right. You approach Seth's place. The door is locked.
Are there any
Cast Dispel
traps? Yeah.
All right. Make a wisdom check.
Wisdom?
Yep.
Saving throw or a check?
Check.
I'll help. Doesn't matter.
All right. The entrance still glows with magic.
I can do it one more time, so I'll cast it again.
Make a wisdom check.
I'll help.
Can I have guidance?
It's not an ability.
True.
I give Val a thumbs up. You got it. You got it, yo.
The glow of magic dims slightly.
Oh, it doesn't dim all the way?
It does not.
Okay, so there's layers.
All right.
Like an onion.
I will cast a wrist roll, which detect magic. I want to see what kind of magic is going on in this.
Sure. You see abjuration, evocation, and transmutation.
I'll cast Dispel Magic at level 4.
Oh, Sure. Make a wisdom check. For the record, guidance. I think guidance does actually work on this.
Yeah, it does.
It's considered an ability check. All right. The glow of magic fades.
Alright, let's search around. And be wary for traps.
I'm gonna back up some and just look in the window.
Sure. You see, were you there yesterday?
Uh,
Or you don't have a thing, so you don't remember.
I don't remember.
You see a workshop with various tools and magical devices.
Come on, Dolmir.
Alright, Gene, I'll be the lookout. You do your thing.
Here, before I go in, I give Jean my necklace in case I die from some bullshit. Is that fine?
I tell Alexi
Sure.
that I got most of the spell down. I think all of it.
I start trying to find his safe.
Sure, are you going in?
Yes.
Because the door's locked.
Oh, it's locked? Oh, can I pick the lock?
Sure. Thieves' tools, Dex.
Can I get some help, buddies?
Yeah, I'll help you.
Sure.
Fucking fuck.
Nope.
Not today. Looks like we need a rogue.
I have fucking +4 dex. I think Jean's the only person with a higher dex than me. Or Alki might, but...
Dex probably.
No, my thieves' tools roll is actually less than yours.
God
You
damn.
had guidance for that, but it doesn't really fucking.
Yeah, give me a D4. It might matter. Nope.
I think 15 is what you needed.
Yeah. Can we break down the door, Dolmir?
Can we just unlock it with Gene?
No, we can't try it again. That's cheating.
I'm generally against repeated skill checks. It should be assumed that when you're making a single skill check for the party, that's like the extent of your efforts. Like you guys have actually been like working on the door and you try and you can't get it open.
Alright, let's break
Do I
this
see
bitch
any
down.
magic in the window?
You still have detect magic active? Yes. Abjuration and lots of it.
I raise my
asked-
boot into the air and I kick at the door.
I'm gonna help
Never
him.
mind.
I'll
Sure,
stroke
make a
his
strength check.
calves. Yeah.
Your foot hits the door and violently rebounds.
What the fuck?
It's a strong lock. Why don't we go through the window? I'll do dispel magic on the window.
Okay.
Dispel magic,
Wisdom check.
I'll help.
level 5. Still need a wisdom check.
Yep. All right.
Do I get
The
a
spell
D4?
holds. Don't think so.
Is the door like wood?
Yes.
Hmm. So it's the lock that's strong, right? Not the door?
Yeah, probably. He had to fill for 2 minutes. The DM said.
I'm gonna try to Aqua Pulse down the door.
To what?
I'm gonna try basically Thunderwave. It's the water version of Thunderwave.
Sure.
Okay. Everybody stand back.
I'm gonna go across the street, and actually I don't know what's going on.
I cast it at 5th level. In front
I'm
of the door.
gonna move really far away.
All right. Con saves from everyone.
Wait. For everyone? Not everybody's super far away.
Yeah, that's a huge distance.
15-foot cube. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, everybody's so far away.
Before he did it, I did say I was gonna move
Yeah,
far
I said I
away.
went across the street.
Yeah.
All right. Gene and is Alki even with us? Did you come
No.
along, Alki?
No,
Okay.
I'm literally just not even with the group.
All right. Gene.
Really?
Sure.
I'll just take the damage.
All right.
It's ridiculous.
Does the door move?
The door is starting to warp.
Define warp.
It's like twisted. The wood of the door is kind of like twisting and bending under the pressure of the water.
Okay. Gene, make
Do it
sure you
again, but
step
where's
back. I'm gonna
first?
do it again.
Whatever.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
All right. The door buckles inward and collapses to the ground. You step into his workshop, which I will find. Where did I put it? There it is.
I'm gonna
And I
regen a
think
spell slot.
Sure.
Do we find anything when we search? Oh, Seth's still here.
Whoops. He saw nothing. He's not actually there. All right. You search around. You find a safe, but otherwise not anything of significance.
Is there still detect magic going on?
Sure.
Does
Um,
the safe have any magic?
Abjuration, transmutation, and a little evocation.
Holy shit, this seems packed down. Alright, I guess I'm gonna dispel magic.
Wisdom check.
Assist.
Guidance.
So 19.
All right. The glow of magic around the chest fades. The lock and the safe clicks open.
I say go ahead.
I'll go ahead and open it.
All right. Inside, you find a number of notes that, when examined, turned out to be patents for patent applications for his various inventions. You see a few magically enchanted gems, and a pouch of platinum.
So it doesn't make sense that he would leave this here. Right?
Nope.
Because this is basically all of his intellectual property.
Let's just shut the safe.
I mean, he still must have intentions of coming back, right? If this is still here? At party?
Or he was kidnapped, but like I said, Don't know who the fuck that one person was.
We should head to the lab,
Don't know where
guys.
Seth is.
Hmm.
Maybe someone at the lab knows this person Citra's carrying the head around with. Not Citra. Fucking Alex.
Is it possible for me to memorize what the patents are?
So they are fairly complicated magical enchantment sequences. You could do an int check to see if you can remember any of the bits.
Can I copy them all down instead? After I copy all of them down, I'm going to replace the originals. And relock the safe.
Alright. The safe refuses to lock. It seems the lock was tied up with the enchantment.
Shit, you're right. They are going to disappear in the morning. Yeah, I'll try to memorize them. I might as well.
Int check.
Can I get some help, buddies?
Just gonna
don't
whisper
think
the
we can help
things
you.
and make some flashcards for you.
Yeah.
1, 3, 5. I'll just keep doing that.
Alright, is anybody going to help?
I don't think we can with ant.
You can help. I think I've ruled that you can always help with a thing even if you can't explicitly describe what it was.
Alright, I'll help.
Int guidance? Or help guidance?
Sure, guidance is applied. Nope.
Damn, even with 18?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot you have advantage. Yeah, you can memorize a couple of them.
Okay.
I was about to say they're complicated.
Worst case, I can relay these back to Orb. If we get out of this.
So you're gonna steal someone else's property?
It's for the good of the city.
Maybe he got kidnapped last night. Maybe we need to go to the lab and see what happened in there.
Yeah, and let's also show them their head.
What
We should not start with that.
What's up, Aline?
Chris, what do you think's gonna happen when we go to the lab?
Well, we might be able to get some insight onto if there's any more changelings.
Why do you think they're gonna respond differently than they did yesterday? We went to the lab for the first.
Let's not
Well,
barge in.
Steph's not there today, and you will be able to communicate and read their thoughts.
Let's
I read their thoughts every other day too.
let's go in nicely how we did the first day. And other guy with the necklace should be there too, right?
Going to the lab?
Yeah, let's not just barge in though.
Alright. You walk up to the lab and knock on the door. Robert opens it and escorts you in. Hello, these are the adventurers I was talking about. They're helping me with some components. I thought that I'd show them around the lab. Boris and Quentin don't even look up. Elena scoffs. Farhad's not even paying attention. Katla
Wait a-
says,
Really? There's people in the lab?
what time is it?
We spent till 4:30 investigating.
Oh, yeah, sorry, you're right. God.
Fuck.
Alright, everyone's gone home for the day.
I didn't realize it was that late.
Except for Robert. Yeah, I forgot you guys spent that much time looking for Seth.
Is Farhad here too? Oh no, he's gone.
It's just Robert. Hey guys.
Okay, did
So
you...
Steph's missing.
Yeah, he didn't show up. I don't know what's going on.
Okay. So I think our
Can
best...
you open the amulet thing? See if his amulet is in there?
Oh yeah, I wonder if he left the amulet.
I mean, we haven't had much cause to use them. You can try opening the safe. So someone know how to do lock?
Gene does.
I do as well. Is Alki's lockpicking higher than mine, or...
Alki doesn't have any lockpicking.
Okay, so I have the highest lockpicking
You have
one?
the highest.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to break it open. Or not break it open, but...
Yep.
Get into
These
it.
Give me
dual
a hand.
steps
Yeah.
with an advantage, which I'll remember this time. Remember the advantage.
Guidance.
Guidance is applied.
Hakuh! Yeah!
There you go. The lock clicks open. The safe is totally empty. None of the amulets are there.
Fuck.
Well, that's great.
Okay.
So Seth's not gonna hit the button again on this thing. So if we're gonna save this city, somebody's gonna have to stay here and hit the fucking button.
I mean, you guys told me to do it. Robert looked around confused.
That's true.
Oh, that's true.
All right. If Seth tries to knock on the door and says "open up," don't let him in.
All right.
There have been things that look like other people but are not really other people. I can't really explain it, but it's happening.
He was there.
I mean,
Changelings.
you're talking about illusion magic, right?
Yes.
We have that here.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not illusion. Like actually, people are different.
Also,
Yeah,
Robert
that's
was there
weird.
when we killed the lady.
Right.
You saw.
You're talking about the
Elena.
severed head lady? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, isn't she dead?
Yes.
She's dead, but there could be more.
All right. That's fair.
Gene,
So what if you guys knock on the door? Wait a second. How do I know you guys are who you say to be?
Because I'm the dumb person that keeps trying to do this mission.
Gene, may I have the amulet back so I can remember these things, or would you rather keep it?
Yep.
Okay.
So, how's the weather?
All right. I guess. What do you guys think we should do aside from make sure we don't kill the person that we should have captured in the morning?
I'm gonna go and check at what's homeboy's house, cause he's gonna be back at the same spot he was. Whatever.
Who?
Seth.
We were
Headed
just
to his
there.
place.
We've never been to Seth's house in the morning.
Oh, in the morning.
Yep.
Okay, I see what you mean. All right.
So you guys go take care of that. I'm gonna go to his place. If anyone wants to come with me.
I'll go with you, Domir.
We need you to dispel the magic on the door.
She can
Alki,
do that. She has that spell.
do you have dispel
Me and
magic,
Alki
Gene?
going should be
To
fine.
my knowledge, we are not long resting, and I do not have that spell prepared. I'm assuming our spells are reset, but I have not changed any of my spells since we started.
Spells are reset at the beginning of every reset, but again, yeah, unless you actually take a long rest, you don't change your spells around.
Okay. So we need Val at the to stop the fire. Alki could definitely go with Dolmir though.
Well, we know what corner she's coming from, and we know where she does the delayed fire blast from. So why don't we just stop the fire before we do anything else?
I mean, it seems like it happens almost exactly when we get there. So,
Both times it's happened when we open the door.
when we dispel magic from the door, or when we open it?
When we open it.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's specifically related because one, we know it's a scroll, and two, we dispelled magic from the door, so presumably nothing attached to the door is magical or whatever. But both times it has been after we open the
That's true. Okay, then. When we go there, I'll focus on damage control when it goes off. Gene, you can do your hold person like you did before.
I didn't get to do it this morning.
Yeah. Or, well, like you did. You did 2 days ago.
No, I didn't do it then either.
Oh, wait. I that happened.
I tried,
tried to
and
do
was
it,
not
and then-
given the chance because she got fucking killed.
Oh, okay. Alright. Let's have you hold person then. And then if the fireball still goes off, I'll be ready for damage control.
I mean, if she's particularly wise, she's just gonna escape.
Val.
I could ask my god to capture her this time instead of kill.
You gotta
And
make
then the
that
undead
roll.
are gonna swarm her and probably tear her apart anyway.
You gotta make the roll too. So
Yeah.
Well, Aki,
Um,
why don't you be there in the alley in sentry mode?
I'm not gonna remember when this resets.
Okay, so we have two groups. Domir's going to go to Seth's house. He needs backup.
I'll go with Domir.
The people going
I
to...
don't think there's gonna be anybody there.
Yeah. But either way, the people going to the building that blows up is going to need Alexei for damage control, preferably Jean for a hold person. and somebody to be able to catch. But in case it still goes off, we need a way to open the door so innocent people don't die. So we need Val as well.
Like, I don't care if they die or live. You know, it doesn't matter to me.
Delmir,
I don't care if anybody in this damn city lives or dies. The fact that we're doing this at all is a benevolence to everybody here. I
That is
said
true.
day one we should just leave.
Why don't we just leave? Try
Well, if we do leave, does the time thing affect everything, or does it only affect the city?
We haven't tried yet, so we don't know.
Hmm.
that.
Okay.
Is sending a ritual?
No. Also, we haven't tried that at all.
I would like to try to send a message, but I don't have it prepared. I have it on my list.
Do you have your
You could
stones?
secure send to Animander.
Yes,
or
that
orb,
is
I
true.
guess.
You send the Animander?
You get your one word.
What's the word?
Artificer.
Okay. You receive a response from Manimeter. When?
He'd like to know when. Can someone send him soon?
I don't know if we can send soon, or maybe two people can
more-
send. It could be time and loop.
Sure, you
Yeah, why
got
don't
two
you guys
casters
send-
left. I mean,
Yeah.
you should just be able to send 3 words to him basically a day.
We could
Bad
send
artificial.
time loop.
Yeah, send
Why do
time
we
then.
only get 3?
3
Because
casters, 1
two
word
casters.
apiece.
Do you want to
Can
send
Robert
time
do it?
loop or bad artificer or something else?
Well, I kind of thought we were going to try something to see if they remembered stuff the next day. Apparently, we're talking about the artificer we haven't secured.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to try to say that he was bad, but you know,
Why do we think he's bad?
Yeah, there's
because
no
he just
reason.
left and didn't help us.
He left all of his stuff too. Why do you
Mhm.
think that he like abandoned?
Maybe he was a changeling. Maybe this person's dead and
We'll find out tomorrow.
I doubt it.
yeah, I highly doubt it either.
Okay, so plan is tomorrow. Delmir, are you still going? Do you still want to go to Seth's house?
Yeah, we always end up at the same spot, so he's gonna end up at the same spot. So might as well see if he's leaving or not.
Okay. Who am I making bring with me?
You gotta convince me, but
Okay, Jean at least,
You had to convince me too.
and Val for the dispel magic. Ideally, I'd have Alki, but I think Dolmir needs backup if he goes to Seth's.
Yep, I'm going with him.
Okay.
why does he need back? Like, I mean, sure, whatever, but why does he need back? Seth has never been violent,
Um,
and it's
I-
not like Dolmer's gonna go in there and start beating him up.
that's true.
I'm just gonna give him a hand. I mean, there's no reason for me to be at the other place.
If my whole person fails, then we wasted an entire fucking day.
Yeah,
Well, if
We
our
need
whole
somebody
person
to chase them
We
down.
need Alki to chase it down.
yeah.
He's not gonna be there because Aki wants to go to Seth's.
Yep.
That's the main reason why I would take him to other place instead of Seth's. What do you think, Alki?
I really don't know, man.
Worst case scenario, we can try it both ways later.
I mean, it really doesn't matter. What I was
Alright.
trying to say when we got interrupted this morning was that nothing we do matters, because apparently the loop's going to perpetuate anyway. Because again, the first day, it looped without us doing anything. So we can just literally give up on playing any of this out and make one decision over and over again, no matter how many days it takes until we make it right. If we wanted to pin the girl to a wall with a magical bit of fairy dust that we found in our pocket, eventually we'll be able to do that.
It's like take 20 eventually.
All right. Okay then. Let's get ready for tomorrow and get ready for this explosion.
I mean, if we had, well, if we hadn't thrown away one of the necklaces, and we had one more necklace, and we stole Robert's
I had
necklace,
no idea it was gonna be thrown away.
Well, you didn't throw it
let's
away.
have a
You
very
pretty much
rare
gave it
and
to the enemy.
powerful magic item, and let's just give it to somebody random who we don't know anything about and has been one of the arguably more shady characters of the
Yeah,
entire
he's been following us around every place we go. He just shows up. And you just gave him a fucking necklace. And you told him our plans. You told him about Orp.
That was heavy.
Yeah, you both did.
Ah,
You did give him the amulet so that Heavy could tell him and he would remember.
Yes. So God forbid if he's an enemy, he now remembers what we told him, and he's not even near the town. So, yeah, I think we're off to a great start.
I have an idea.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
I can ask my god if he's still in town, if he's in a neighboring town, or if he's on his way somewhere else.
What
Okay.
happens if you get a yes, he's still in town?
Then we know that he's still in town, and
And
we
you've got
can
2
take off.
questions left.
And then what do you want me to ask?
I don't know, it's your spell, it's your god.
All right, I'll ask my god. Is he still in town? Seth. If he's still in town, I'll ask. Where in town
He
is
can't,
he? Is
Sid,
at
he
home?
can't.
What? He's casting Commune, right?
He's used all of his spell slots for Dispel Magic today.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't. I have 1 5th level spell and 2 4th level spells.
How many 5th level spells do you mean
I have 2
total?
5th level
You
spells.
used what?
I have 2
He has
level
only
spells.
upcast.
I upcasted it 2 times. One
Yeah,
to
he
5th
only
level and one to
upcasted to
4th
fifth
level.
once. So you're gonna use your last spell slot on
I'm
Commune?
a commune. It's not gonna be a spell slot. It's a ritual.
No, yeah, doesn't even matter.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Alright, so-
ask: is he still in town?
That's a yes.
Okay.
Is
So I guess we
he
just didn't search
where
hard
we
enough.
know he is? In the bazaar. Is he in the bazaar?
Oh,
Okay. This is good news. He's still in town and he's in the bazaar. Does he remember?
Like he has the necklace, so we know.
Just making sure. All right, let's go to the bazaar.
Okay, I'm gonna end this shit. If he's there and
Why
I
don't
see
you just
him,
ask,
I'm gonna
is he a
fucking kill
prisoner?
him.
Is he safe? Is he our enemy?
I could do it again. I mean,
Why?
is he our enemy?
Let's just run blind.
Are we
Who fucking
casting
cares?
again?
Yes.
oh my god.
Alright.
Is he our enemy?
Okay.
Does he know we're coming?
I'm killing him. Let's go.
Is he
Why?
gonna reset time talk tonight?
Hold on, I need to look up Commune again.
There's a 20% chance of failure, by the way, when I cast it
Yep,
again.
I've rolled it. And given that you're getting answers, you know that that didn't happen.
Okay. Okay. So he's in the bazaar. Lucky yes.
Okay. Robert,
I'm gonna go to the bazaar. Who's going with me?
Robert, make sure this gets activated. And then yeah.
Sure.
Probably try to go to the bazaar.
Go to the bazaar with him.
You arrive
Hey.
at the bazaar.
Before we
Sure.
leave, I whispered to Gene, can you just detect Robert's thoughts right now?
Sure.
Robert's concerned about being able to find Seth, and he's resolved to activate the hourglass. He's a little concerned that he doesn't know how to activate it, but he's thinking about where the manuals are to.
Didn't we tell him?
The middle button,
No, we
Robert.
never told him middle.
Didn't you do this last night?
No, that was Seth, I think.
Hey Robert,
So-
if you have to hit this thing, you have to hit the middle button.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I was a little concerned about that.
Yeah, I kind of figured that the way you're looking around for a manual book. Okay, we'll see you guys.
Okay.
All right, I need an alkalish. That's what I'm missing.
Good.
You're in the bazaar.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna look for Seth.
Yeah, immediately.
Can I get guidance?
I'll help.
Sure.
All right, you comb the bazaar. The vendors are mostly closing up for the day. That's a pretty nice roll.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think I might have wanted to do investigation for that, but I'm not super concerned about it.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So you're pretty confident Seth isn't here.
The fuck.
What the fuck? Oh wait, he could be disguised. Damn it.
How do we tell if somebody is disguised?
Detect magic. He has a whole lot of magic on him.
Yes, use detect magic in the middle of the magical city's bazaar.
Yeah, but he has like 8 magic items on him, and not many people walk around with 8 magic items.
I mean, I guess it's worth a shot.
Does anyone super glow like magic?
You look around. You're nearly blinded by the magic auras from the closed, even just from the closed stalls. You don't see anyone with a tremendous amount of enchantment around.
I'll walk around. Guys, I don't see him. Did he leave to go activate the hourglass?
I
The
don't know.
time is 6 o'clock.
All right. I'm out of ideas until the next day.
Well, we know he's here. So
No,
let's-
Val says he's here.
Alki's got a bio. If anyone else needs to do that real quick, we'll take 5 minutes.
Okay, thanks, man.
Okay.
I'm like, I was holding it, so.
Yeah, I just ran to it quickly. I got a 30 on that roll. I didn't find him. It's unbelievable.
Well, I mean, you can't, like, to be clear, you didn't find him because he wasn't there. Like, if he had been there to find, you would have found him.
Yeah, but he like left in the time it took us to travel there. Son of a bitch. What's with the meteors falling from the sky? Is this an alien attack?
I have no idea. I just found a cool explosion on the internet.
Yeah, it looks like
I'll be right back.
missiles.
What's up?
None.
All right, well, while we wait for her, the time is 8 a.m.
Okay, let's go.
Immediately get Val and Jean telling me have to go somewhere, and then start going to the house that blows up.
Alki's coming with me.
Okay, I guess I'm
Here,
going
I'll
over.
I'll roleplay Val. Wait, my French toast. My pancakes, breakfast.
Pancake.
No time for breakfast.
All right. Well, while me and Alki are going, I'm explaining everything. Then.
And I'm explaining on the way there.
All right. Any preference for where you go first? Let's do Alexi's line first.
Okay.
You arrive.
I immediately point to where I remember seeing the girl. Keep an eye out over there. And I ready in action for create water.
All right.
Is Val back before we do this? Because
back.
she needs to dispel the magic, the door, and all that shit, right?
Well,
Well,
wait.
I'm
Is
not
the
here,
girl not
so-
here?
I mean, you don't see anything yet.
Okay. Can we look around for the girl?
Sure. You don't see anyone.
What the fuck?
The streets are deserted this early.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
asked a question to my god.
Are you going to take 10 minutes to cast Commune?
No. It'd take 1 minute.
Okay, so you're burning a spell slot. Sure.
Is the woman I killed yesterday here at this location? Yes or no?
Chris, those things didn't happen.
Is there a changeling in the city? Where's Seth? Is he here? What'd I miss?
It's illusion magic, not a changeling.
Correct.
The things that happened yesterday didn't actually happen, so your god wouldn't know about it. And of course, Seth isn't here. Seth wasn't here yesterday.
Yep.
Okay, so I just failed that. Okay.
Okay. I guess I'm just gonna. Let's all be ready for whenever it actually happens. We can switch over to Dulmir then before, or until then.
All right. Meanwhile, across the city, why do I always have so much of a hard time finding? There we go. All right, so you walk into Seth's workshop. It's open and he's talking to a customer. He turns. Can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah, you don't remember me?
No, should I?
What necklace are you wearing right now, Seth?
Hmm?
What amulet are you wearing right now?
I don't have an amulet. Should I?
Yeah, we handed you an amulet so you could remember what happens.
Okay. No, we're good. Who's your customer?
Oh, this is Lady Triss. She's a noble that occasionally buys enchanted equipment for me. Yes, she purrs. I've got a big order for him. I don't know if he can handle it, but we'll see.
Alrighty. Okay, I think we should make our way back.
I'm with Gene. I think it's a good idea.
What? No.
Yeah, we'll try again tomorrow.
We've already got our information that we needed.
Okay, well, let's leave
Steps it back.
here.
Alright, so you guys leave. Meanwhile, it's been a it's been a half an hour and nothing's happened. The door opens and Katla.
What the fuck? Do I still have her head?
No, why would you
Okay.
have?
I don't.
I
Maybe.
go down the hall.
Also, it wasn't her head. I hope, unless I really misunderstood what happened the last time.
Yeah,
No.
the
Downstairs
person
was
we
the
kill's
hallway.
head.
God.
What did you say, Val?
I
got
go
a
down
horrible
this
headache.
alley to see if she's there.
All right, she's not.
I come back out. Maybe she's a time wizard that fucked up.
Well, there goes our only lead. Good morning, Katla.
Good morning. Do I know you?
No.
Great. I gotta go to work now.
Have fun.
Thanks.
I'm ready to say fuck this city.
Alright, let's meet up with Dulmir and them. We find out this blows up later, at least we know it isn't related to Katla.
All right, I guess Dolmer and Alki will eventually show up here.
Yep. We were heading this way.
It didn't happen today.
Yeah, because whoever fucking abducted Seth yesterday, they now have the necklace and now know what happened the day.
Fuck.
So they're changing everything up, most likely.
So why didn't you kill the person and take the necklace?
Who am I going to kill?
It was whoever took Seth yesterday, not somebody we found today. I guess we'll try to go to the lab. Everybody want to go there? There's nothing here. Can we investigate this area one last time?
Sure. It appears to be a normal city street with no sign of anything.
Okay. Let's go to the lab, not barge in again.
Whatever, we should leave the city tonight if we can't figure anything out.
Yeah.
You knock on the door, Robert escorts you in, and the regular argument's going on.
Anything unusual happened last night? Before you activated it?
No, no one tried to come in. No, nothing.
So Seth doesn't have his amulet anymore.
What?
Something must have happened to him and somebody took it. And whoever tried to assassinate Catley yesterday did not try this morning. So I have reason to believe that it's that person who did it. Or somebody associated with that person. Because that person was dead yesterday.
So you're saying whoever it is knows what happened?
Yes. It couldn't be Boris or Quentin, could it?
I don't see why they need to steal the amulets.
What about Farad?
I don't think he cares about this. He's been trying to get it transferred out for weeks.
Where's he trying to get transferred to, by any chance?
I don't think he likes this project. I think he sees Boris and Quentin as beneath him. He's you know the type like son of a noble type guys that are like just looking for like the biggest like prestigious position they can.
You could just employ Seth and leave for Orb.
What?
I'm talking to like Dolmir. Or I'd like whisper that to Dolmir.
What'd you whisper?
We could employ Seth and just leave for Orb.
Yeah. I'm at that point right now.
What do you think, Gene?
I want to break the hourglass.
Okay. Let's do all the magical shopping that we wanted to get done the first day. Employ Seth and leave. And then
I don't think Seth's gonna come.
no?
Well, he doesn't remember anything anymore,
Well,
and he wasn't keen to come the first time.
The time is 8 a.m.
oh wait, what?
I'll push the button.
Oh. Or at least now we know we can reset whenever we want instead of waiting towards the end of the day.
So what are we doing today, guys?
We're gonna go try hire an artificer and go to Orb.
That sounds
Yeah.
good. Let's do that.
Let's do that. Do you want me to go to the place anyway just to see if it still doesn't go off?
I mean, you can, but I'm.
All right.
I mean, Gene doesn't know, but presumably the person that was talking to Seth wanted to buy shit that had to do with that. And probably she had something to do with and slash or was the person who was going to the place with the girl and blow everything.
It's true.
That's why I wanted you to search our pockets, but you were like, no, that's a dumb idea. Like, we live in a world where there's no consequences unless we actually do something that matters.
Well, the city's
And
gonna
that-
die anyway, so let's just murder Herbo the whole city. We'll figure out who it is.
The problem with that is the issue with taking reckless actions, and the reason that I have not taken any reckless actions thus far, is because if we do something that actually matters, then we have to live with that choice.
Yes.
Although now that we know that we can just push the button whenever we want, it almost doesn't matter what we do. We can literally just try everything until we know exactly what's going on and then push the button.
And then do it again, but in a less reckless way.
Well, let's go back.
But like
to
all of
the
that
Seth
combined,
shop.
I still just don't want to.
Yeah. All right. I'll just go with Dolmir to the Seth shop. If it blows up again, we'll reset.
I'm going to the stuff shop too.
All right, everyone to the shop.
Yeah.
Seth turns his head. Oh, hello. What can I do for you?
We're not there yet.
Now Seth turns his.
Oh, hey, look, Gene, a redhead.
Good morning, Seth.
Hello. Do I know you?
Yeah. We're stuck in this fucking time loop, and someone stole your necklace. So here we are.
My necklace?
I pull out the medallion.
Oh. That's from the White Hourglass group, isn't it?
Yeah.
You had one, and now it's not. You don't have it anymore.
Oh, this is
Anyway.
all very. The lady interjects. Well, this is all very interesting, but Seth, you've got my order. I need you to fulfill this by the end of the. He starts to walk out.
I'm gonna stop her.
Yes?
I'm going to distract
Thinking now.
Seth.
I don't think I've seen you before. What's your name, miss?
I don't think I've seen you before either. I'm Lady Triss.
Nice to meet you, Triss.
Likewise.
Jean, can you I whispered to Jean, can you dispel magic her? She might be illusion.
No, I can't. Val can, but Val's busy flirting with Seth.
Oh, if you tell me, I'll do it.
Well, how can I tell you? You're all the way over there.
Hey, Val, can you dispel magic to her? See if she's an illusion?
Yep. No problem. Bam. Done.
A familiar face appears.
Aha!
She starts to mutter an incantation.
I hit her with a spell. Chill. Touch.
When in
You try-
doubt, kill her again.
No, you
I
can.
wouldn't kill her.
No, you got.
You
can
do
track
not
her.
have the ability to say whether or not you kill somebody with a.
Oh my god.
The first spell that you picked was a spell that does damage.
Yeah, we need a tracker.
You can
Yes.
track her.
You smack her in the face with a ray of ice. She staggers and loses track of the spell and starts to run.
I grapple.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check.
Can I help him?
Can I try and knock her out?
No, you can't. You're not in range.
Okay.
I say, Seth, this is the woman who stole your necklace and has been doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
Are you gonna make your check? Okay. You miss. She runs past you.
Can I dash to tackle her?
Let's make an athletics check.
Can I catch up to him too?
We're kind of playing fast and loose with the concept of
Jesus Christ.
She slips out of your hands. We're kind of playing fast and loose with the concept of positioning, so I'm like, it's not super relevant. But I would say Jean is the only one who has an action, or Alexia has one too. But yeah, you guys both have actions before she escapes.
I'm gonna try to cast Icy Grasp. Yeah, that can root.
All right. Skeletal hands reach up from the ground. Yeah, you didn't have an action yet, did you? No. Skeletal hands reach up from the ground and grab her legs. A third one goes across her mouth. She's dragged roughly to the middle of the floor. Seth looks on in horror.
Can I search her for the necklace?
Sure. You do not find it.
More than one person.
Who do you work for?
Don't open her mouth yet.
Seth, what'd she give you to make?
I'm gonna detect thoughts.
Sure. You can tell that her orders were to. She was focusing on distracting Seth and keeping him out of the lab for the day.
I'll go deeper.
Sure. Remind me how detect thoughts work. It's like an in check or something.
Hang on, I have it.
Here we go.
Seth, can I borrow one of your tools? I want to break her fingers off.
Needs to make a wisdom throw. DC's 13.
All right. You are unable to penetrate through to her interior thoughts.
Can I try to intimidate her into giving us information if we ever let her go?
Sure. What do you say?
I will flay you and your entire family and everyone you know if you don't get us out of this fucking time loop or give us information that leads to it.
All right. Make the check.
Alexi, I say you just start freezing liquids inside of her.
I could do that too.
She motions to her, the hand over her mouth.
No, we want you to write it. You are not talking anything.
I grab paper and a pencil from Seth's shop.
She writes down, "You don't know anyone I know."
Well, we're going to figure out who they are. Give us names. Or he's going to start freezing body parts and I'm going to smash them off.
I smile. I have all the time I need to know everyone you know.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow.
She writes down, "Tell me who I know or I'll attack them." Yeah, nice try.
I grab her
Lexi,
toes and start freezing them.
No, Seth's probably freaking out right now.
I
I'm
could
gonna
care
explain
less.
That this is the woman who's been disrupting time and causing us to die.
Yeah, I know, right?
So he freezes her pinky toe. I flick it off.
Yeah.
She screams through the skeletal hand.
You wanna write now what it is? We got 9 more toes and a bunch of fingers.
Poor Aki doesn't even know how many fingers people have anymore.
I could care less. I could care less. I got a migraine, and I'm fucking gonna flick them all off.
You gotta leave a hand to write.
No,
I'm
she
gonna-
can write with nubs. I could care less.
Every other toe, I start like running my finger along her neck. Not a lot, but enough to give frostburn, but not frostbite, where it deadens the nerve endings.
She writes down Sky March. That's not the answer I'm looking for. Freeze
Yeah.
another toe.
No. Seth, do you know anything about Sky March? He's being remarkably quiet.
Seth's shaking in the corner. He doesn't know what's going on or what you're doing.
I'm gonna stop him
Okay.
a little bit and be like, okay, focus, Seth. Seth, this is the project you've been working on, the time hourglass thing.
Seth,
this
do you
moment-
understand? If we don't get this answer, this whole city blows up. I could care less about her toes. Answer. Do you know what Sky March is?
Why would Seth know what Sky March is?
It might be a research project he knows about.
Why does Seth know anything?
Yeah,
Hmm.
tell me about it. Nobody in this fucking city knows anything.
Yeah, I don't think she does either.
Like you are all, or many of you, keep trying to villainize Seth when I don't think he's ever been against us. I think
I
he's
have-
sketchy and weird, but I think he's just selling to this girl. He doesn't know who she is because obviously she was in an illusion, and he's
Yep.
never done anything to go against us.
I'm trying to get
Agree.
Seth not to freak out.
Sure.
by
Roll
slapping
persuasion.
him.
Lightly, like, not like hard.
I stopped freezing off her toes.
Seth just walks out of the shop.
Oh god, he's gonna go get the cards.
I wonder if there's something that we could use to get like a high vantage point of the city, like a peregrine falcon or something.
Well, we got Sky March, so whatever Sky March is, we need to figure out. Can you send that back to fucking Orp?
Sure, I'll send it back to Orb.
Sky March question mark?
I take a knee in front of Elise.
She looks down at you, confused.
I just stare at her for a while. Fuck.
Eventually, you can see her resolve visibly crack. She writes down black hourglass.
So there's another hourglass. There's a white and now there's a black. Is it in the bazaar?
She nods.
Where?
She writes down coordinates. It's explaining that it's underneath a butcher shop, very close to where you were.
I pick up her frozen toes from around the shop.
There's only one toe. We only flicked one off.
Oh, okay. And I put it back
code.
on her, and I motion
Code.
for
Is there
Val
a
to...
code to enter? What's the code to enter?
She writes down that there is none.
That's a lie. Do you want me to break another toe?
She shakes her head and underlines the there is no code.
I push the toe back on where it was flicked off, and I motion for Val to heal it back.
I heal it.
Question, guys. We can't let her go.
We don't have to.
That's not a question.
What? No. The question I have is, do we kill her?
As of right now, I think she's a minion for somebody who...
Yeah, but the information
more
cannot
skin in
get back
this.
to that person. So
That's
what do
fine.
we do?
We put her somewhere where we know she can't get out.
We know that she is, if nothing else, guilty of an assassination attempt on the researcher,
Technically,
regardless
that
of
didn't
who
happen,
she's
right?
working for. I mean, no, but neither does. I mean, people get arrested for attempted murder all the time. We have killed
Understandable.
people for less.
It's true.
We killed a whole bunch of scalebacks for no good reason.
Skill facts.
Who cares if she dies?
Is there a guard we can report to where they can take her away and put her in jail, magic jail?
They're not going to jail her for anything because she hasn't done anything, and we don't have any proof that she's going to try to or whatever to kill the researcher girl.
Let's bring her with us then.
I guess the hands release her.
I don't know about. Do you want to cover?
They don't.
Cover her mouth.
They don't release her.
Nope.
I think she's good here.
Delmir went outside to comfort Seth, right?
All right. Seth's just sitting outside. There are tears in his eyes.
What's wrong, Seth?
I didn't. I think she was there to kill me.
Yeah. We've watched this town blow up 3 times already. We need to stop it from happening. There's something called the Black Hourglass in the bazaar, and it keeps on blowing up. It's in the
You
butcher shop.
you know about that?
That's is what
All
the
right.
lady we just
Wait, what do you mean we know about that? What do you know about that?
He steps back in. Look, I've got a confession to make. I've been working on the Black Hourglass.
Oh, you couldn't tell us this? Now you're letting us know this?
What's
Well,
the
it didn't
purpose of
seem
the black
important.
hourglass?
All right. So, you know the idea of the White Hourglass, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a man named Haken. He used to be an archmage, and um, he's an old friend of mine. He got expelled from the college for wanting to. He was using his students to work on projects that he would sell. His whole thing is he doesn't think Kaldos is respected enough. All these magic items, he wanted to basically focus the city into wealth generation. And when he heard about the White Hourglass, he decided that he would try and make his own version to beat the White Hourglass team to the punch and prove that his methods were superior. He's an old friend, and he asked me to share some of the plans I was working on, and then to work on the Black Hourglass with him.
Well, it keeps on blowing up. Can you explain why that keeps on happening?
I can't. I thought we had tested everything. It shouldn't be like that. Here,
Can you
look,
explain what Sky March might mean? Because that's what she's saying.
I've never heard that word before. I don't know what's going on. She's never said anything like that when I've been working with her.
Well, obviously she was an illusion, so she was lying to you the whole time. She was here. She was sent here to keep you out of the White Hourglass's area lab. Well, obviously you're coming to help, Seth. You're
Yeah,
part of the
yeah, I
problem.
understand. I'll take you to them. Let's get this
do
done
you
with.
have any artificial magic to keep this spy locked up here for a day while we deal with this? Obviously, we can't let her go right now.
Here, I've got something. He fishes in his drawer and comes up with a collar. He fastens it around her neck. This will keep her from casting. Don't ask why I have those.
I could care less. I want to get out of the city.
Do you have an extra one of those?
Look, I'm not gonna just hand those out. Sorry, those are. Uh, he says nothing more.
Okay, well, let's go and get this Black Hourglass thing done with.
He takes you to the bazaar, and do I have everyone here?
Before we leave, I
do.
thank Elise for her cooperation.
She tries to spit on you through the skeletal hand.
I pick up her toe and I flick it to a mouse trap.
We've
on her.
reattached it, yeah.
All right.
We're missing Eileen.
No, she's off in the corner.
There she is.
Seth marches you into the butcher shop and nods to the butcher and walks down into the lab. Do I have people in here? No. One moment. You burst into the lab. Two wizards look up in confusion. What are you doing here? Oh, there's Seth should be here too. Where is Seth?
Are you idiots mad?
What are you talking about?
This thing has destroyed this entire city 3 times already.
Right? And?
Is that your goal?
No, my goal is to get it correct.
Well, your time's up.
He pushes his robe open to reveal the amulet. Now that I've got this, I can just keep trying until I get it right.
I cast Guiding Bolt into the hourglass.
Oh god, is it gonna explode?
Oh my
Alright,
god!
roll attack. We're upcasting too, huh? Alright. The hourglass starts shuddering violently. What have you done?
Putting a stop to this.
You fool!
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
No, we won't. Nobody's gonna push a button. Val just ended the campaign. Congratulations.
Oh no.
Hey, does
The,
anybody have an 8th level spell? Maybe you want to cast the cigarette break?
Do it fast.
The party sprints for the stairs.
Oh, really? They ended it. Oh, interesting.
What would you fucking expect, Chris?
Before the stop.
Did you think about what you did at all?
Ugh, fuck.
Look at the bright side. At least we don't have to do it anymore.
Please tell me somebody was able to press it. Who was our boy? Our boy was still in the lab, right?
Robert?
Presumably,
Yeah.
all the researchers were in the lab, but who knows if they thought to push the button?
Yeah, it's a bright light. Oh, great. We didn't end our suffering. We're fucking back in here.
Well,
The time is 8 a.m.
now we okay. I explained everything. We need to confront Seth and tell him to bring us down there again.
Why can't we just go? We know where it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
This
Like
time-
the
Okay.
sorceress running around isn't great, but Seth isn't useful.
Yeah.
Well, the sorceress knows we're gonna be coming down there now.
No, the sorceress doesn't have an amulet. The guy inside does.
Yeah, the guy inside does. The guy we just
Yeah, and
went
he
in there
also
and blew.
died with us, so it's not like he had any extra time to prepare.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
has
so
all the
we're all
time from when we died to come. I mean, from 8 a.m. until now. It's like
So
10 minutes. Or
whatever
whatever.
it took us to get here.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you're walking, you notice a lightness around your chest. You look down and the amulet is gone.
What?
The amulet is gone.
How? Oh, did it have limited uses? Oh boy.
Bilmir's is also gone.
No, that wouldn't make any sense.
Let's go to the butcher shop, people.
You enter into the butcher shop. The butcher looks up at you. Well, what do you want?
I nod.
You don't open that goddamn door, I'm severing your head.
I don't hurt me. Here, look around the shop. We don't have any secret doors here.
We know about the hourglass. I will cut your fucking head off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
This is a butcher shop, right? You got a meat grinder? I grappled the dude.
Look, I'm cooperating. I just don't know what you're talking about.
I go over to the door and open it.
The door opens.
You
Can we
stay
walk
right
down?
there. We'll be back.
All
Is
right.
there anything behind the door?
There's nothing behind the door. Or I mean, there's like it's a
God.
storage room, but
Oh
there's
my
no sign
God.
of the trapdoor that you saw before.
Maybe we defeated the hourglass.
No, we didn't defeat shit. He moved.
I'm out of
We
here.
had 10 minutes.
Let's go.
We can't move everything.
Let's get out of the city.
That's
I care less if it blows the fuck up. Val, you stay.
let's at least get Seth because we still need an artificer. He expressed interest in leaving the city
No.
anyway. No?
I'm
No.
with Gene. No.
Okay, we can find a different one then. Do you know of anywhere that has artificers?
I'd care less. We'll find a kitty cat and teach him artificer. Fucking.
Let's head back to Orb first and at least explain why.
Okay.
All right, so you're leaving.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. You travel to Orb.
Do we hear an explosion in the background about 24?
You do not.
Okay.
And you would see it, believe me.
Yeah.
We stopped
When-
the solution. Like,
When you arrive at Orb, you're ushered into the Orb directs you to Animander's lab. Oh, come in. Did you
Fancy.
bring the artificer?
No. We've been stuck in
Why
a
not?
goddamn fucking time loop. Gene, you want to explain to him?
No.
I explained it to him.
No, about why we couldn't find an artifact.
Oh. The only artificer that we found was grossly incompetent.
I don't
Not
know
only
about
that, pretty sure he wasn't up to the task of if he got caught. The tortured Jack would have put him through. He'd probably leak all the information.
Correct.
And he already double timed the first guy he was working with. There's nothing to say he wouldn't sell orbs.
Well, we've got a solution for that, and that's he wouldn't leave the city again. The Orbs are quite good at that sort of thing. Look, I mean, I'll take it. I'll be honest. So we've got our prototype here, but I haven't been able to scale up the mass production that we need. And I really need someone that's prepared for that sort of thing. Look at the little guy. It's pretty cute, huh?
Can I examine it?
Yeah.
Sure. I call them the Myrmidons. They're just like little worker ants. They're tireless. They can go months without recharging. And they're pretty deadly. This one's not super powerful, but my thought is that if we'll use these guys as scouts, we'll probably develop some other models over time. Again, really need a way to scale up the production so I can start tinkering with the designs. This guy had to build piece by piece, and boy, howdy, did it take a while.
Did you get our messages
What? I didn't
over
get
the
any.
last couple of days?
I didn't get any messages.
Oh yeah, the time magic. Yeah, we destroyed the time loop.
We destroyed the time.
Sure. So, did someone actually explain what's going on to him?
I will
did.
explain in detail.
Okay, never mind.
All right. I am kind of confused though. Like, I'm still pretty okay. What is the white hourglass?
It's a device that can rewind time.
Right, but like you're saying, this is a pretty big project in Kaldos, right? I've never
Mhm.
heard of this thing.
Wait.
That's because we erased it from existence by destroying the black hourglass.
Huh. Well, hope that wasn't important.
Civ had entire plot lines centered around it.
Pretty.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Val. Fucking just 50% of the fucking DM's work out with one fucking spell.
I'm just gonna say, crazy thought here. If I had a bunch of plots relying on that, I probably wouldn't have wiped it out of existence. That was not a foregone conclusion.
True. Yeah, this is why we can't have nice things.
Have we finished a mission this whole fucking campaign? I just want to know, have we finished anything?
We secured the contract for Orb.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
we
all-
did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
we did
Yeah,
one
with
thing.
my head being ripped off, guys. Thanks.
Okay, look, I'm just going to go get my own artificer. You guys are clearly useless for this kind of thing. I'm guessing you guys are kind of more of the
I'm
stab
out.
type.
I'm leaving.
than the
Goodbye.
talk type.
Goodbye, Animander.
Goodbye.
Hey, Almander, if you need anybody to kill somebody, like a whole town of people, just send Val. She likes shooting fucking hourglasses.
Awesome. So now that you mention it, we do actually have a problem.
What's the problem?
I've been contracting. Obviously, I've been sending you guys on some stuff. I've been contracting with other places too, and I've been getting shipments of these guys. He plucks open the Myrmidon's head and reveals a few gems shining inside. These are specially enchanted gems, and I've been getting shipments of them from the north. Unfortunately, something's been attacking the caravans, and we've lost a few. Would it be possible for you guys to go out there, see what's going on?
Yeah,
I think with
as long as it doesn't have a fucking dialogue of actually talking to the fucking thing, I think we'll do well at that job.
I imagine the conversation will go something like, "Me take? No."
Yep, I think
All
that's
right.
perfect.
Can you guys handle that?
I looked at Dolmir.
Fuck. Yeah. Let's go kill some shit.
All right. He sits down. As you leave, you can hear him mumble to himself, "Bunch of damn idiots." And given that this lines up pretty well, I think we're just going to end here for the night.
Okay.
Okay.
What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, like and subscribe. If you want to watch us live, you can do so on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Citrasloth. We stream D&D every Sunday from 6:30 to 10 p.m. You can also catch me live on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday playing other games. Hope to see you there.